Hey, hello there, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
A new week.
A new
yes.
week. Yay.
Welcome back to YouGarden TV. It's great as ever to have your company. If you are brand new, my name's Sean Ryan.
I am Bex Edwards.
And together we're going to bring you the most amazing selection of plants, of bulbs. We've got perennials, we've got some evergreens over there. You get 6 for under £20, which is amazing.
I know, we've got some really good value items today.
And we've also got lots of products just to help you with your general gardening as well.
Yeah, we've got a lot of what I'm calling hardware today.
Yes.
Actually, really good seasonal stuff that you might be actually really needing right now.
Yeah, so a brilliant show. As ever, we would love you to message us so we don't feel alone in our potting shed. Yeah, so you can message live on YouTube or on Facebook. And Neil's the first in there to say good morning.
Neil. I'm sure Elaine's going to be the second one.
Yes.
It's normally the way it goes.
Well, I don't know, you know, Malcolm's there a lot now.
And Olwen, are you there? Are you all out there?
So, but we've got a brand new free gift for this week, and it is this.
I'm excited by this.
I am.
Okay, so I am going to confess, I'm going to own up. I've never grown sweet peas. Oh my
I cannot
word.
believe that.
I know, and I have been gardening for a while now. You would have thought I'd have added sweet peas in there. My mum grows sweet peas. She had them grown last year. I just never have. So I'm going to do these this year.
Well, they are very easy to grow. I've grown them for many years, and what I love about this particular variety, and it's a sweet pea super scent, is, as you can probably tell from the description, the scent is absolutely outstanding. But also, the sweet peas have got long stems, so they make a particularly great cut flower as well.
Yeah, and actually, the more you cut of them, the more flowers you can produce. So you can produce like hundreds of flowers per flower, per plant.
And imagine, I'm just thinking, you know, next year just having them inside that beautiful fragrance, but they do look delightful as well. Yeah. Now, you're going to get these with every single order, absolutely free. They are worth £9.99, approximately 50 seeds. Forgive us if there's 49 or 52, whatever, but approximately 50 seeds. And I can honestly guarantee that you will love the scents, you'll love the flowers, you'll love growing these.
I know, I can't wait.
I know.
I'm very excited. Look at that gorgeous display.
Now, as ever, what you need to do, we've got a brand new offer code for this week's shows. It's YGTV43. So just pop that in your basket, and then any other offers, because we've got a buy one, get two free over there. Yeah, we've got double up deals, all sorts, but they will only become active if you use the code YGTV43. Oh, Bex, what's behind you?
Oh, no, what is this?
It's behind you. There it is.
This is one of our amazing offers. We have been able to hold on to this one at least for, I believe it's for the rest of October, isn't it?
Yeah, well, look, we've spoken to the head gardener, and we've just said that all of our regulars, all of our customers, they want this offer to continue as long as possible. So, without persuasion, Bex, you never know.
You never know. We will see. We've certainly got it agreed until the end of October.
Yes.
We might be able to get it agreed for a bit longer. You never know. We've got a few tips for you as well. If you are struggling just to get your basket over that £30 mark, we've got a couple of little items that are, you know, really cost effective that might just tip the balance for you.
And to be honest, you can put anything in your basket from the YouGarden website. Yeah. You know, not just the items on the live show, but anything. As long as you get it over £30, you will get free delivery. Always use that offer code YGTV43. One last thing to let you know. You can save 10% on all of the plants and the compost just by joining the discount club today. This is brilliant, and you know what? Most of you watching right now are probably members already, but if you are new to the show, for just £5 today, you can get 10% off every plant and accessory. That includes things like your compost, your strulls, your premium manure, things like that. 5% off every outdoor living and gifts order. We've got some great Christmas gifts on our website. £20 worth of YouGarden vouchers that you can use throughout the year. Use one of those every 3 months. That's almost like getting £20 worth of cash back, and also exclusive offers, competitions, and expert advice as well. The only difference with the membership, the £10 one, it will not auto-renew. The £5 one will, but they're identical. And the only thing I will say is you can cancel the auto-renewal at the end of the 12 months, so I would go for the £5 option. We've already got a question coming in from Adam. Good morning, Adam.
Good morning, Adam.
So
Adam joined us last week. Adam,
yes.
Adam, you're the guy with the clay soil, right? Like me. He's asking if we finished our bulb planting.
So I don't
did you get on?
I don't know if you saw my Facebook post. I'm Sean Ryan, presenter and plant man. So I did do some bulb planting yesterday, but I've still got about 12 packets left.
Yeah.
But I got a lot. I put in about 800 bulbs yesterday.
Well done.
Yeah,
did you do under the eucalyptus? Because you were doing under the eucalyptus with the crocus.
So one of our 3 seeds is just falling off. I did, and I did lots of pots, to be honest, but I've still got loads to do. But I've got 2 days off this next week.
Okay, good. I didn't even start.
No, don't.
I didn't even start. It's school holiday time. So
Yay,
I've got kids
busy
and
week.
we went out pumpkin picking, and we did some of that stuff. So
Yeah, just get the kids back to school.
afraid
You'll be
not.
fine.
Yeah. Need to get
Right.
back to school.
We're going to start off because we've got the free seeds, the sweet pea. And these are amazing, honestly. We have got a brilliant little propagator kit for you. I mean, obviously, this is not just for sweet peas, any sort of, seeds, pretty much, all your plug plants like we've got here. But the value here, it's a triple pack for $12.99. And I think for anyone that's maybe not got a greenhouse, this is a brilliant idea because it allows you to propagate just on your windowsill. And there's enough spaces here to do 90 plants in total, isn't there?
Yeah, 90 plants because you're getting 3 of these trays included.
It's really
they
good
all
value.
come with the individual trays here, and then obviously you've got the tray at the bottom for catching the drips and the water and all the rest of it. So those simply just go in like so, and then you can sow your seeds. You can propagate on your windowsill. It has been designed so it's nice and thin, so it will fit onto any windowsill. So if you're struggling for space, if you don't have a greenhouse, you can still propagate and grow your seedlings and things indoors.
And the great thing is the way this has been designed, the water's not going to seep out the bottom, so you're not going to ruin you if you've got like wooden windowsills. You're not going to ruin the paintwork or anything like that. And these are actually quite deep. I know when you're growing sweet peas, it is good to have a fairly deep container because of the long roots. So actually, they'd be really good for the sweet peas.
Yeah, they'd be awesome. I mean, you can see that we've put some plants into this one just to give you an idea of what they will look like. But you remember, you are getting all 3 of those designed specifically to fit onto any windowsill. I mean, it doesn't have to go on a windowsill. You can put these wherever you need to. But these are a really good idea. I've used something similar in the past because I don't have a greenhouse, and I put them on my kitchen windowsill, and they work absolutely brilliantly.
They're really good, and you can use them again and again and again. I'm not before. Once you bought them, you pretty much got them for life. So if you want to get them in your basket, you can get up to 90 plants in there. Ideal for your sweet peas as well. 120034 is your item. Amazing value, and they're very nicely made. Those actually.
Yeah, they're really good. They're going to do the job you need them to do. Just remember to put in that code YGTV43, and you will get your sweet pea seeds included, and you can grow them on in there.
Now, we said we've got lots of great little ideas and products to really help with your general gardening and your sowing and your planting. We've also got on the show our skelly trays. Thank you so much, Bex.
That's all right.
Now, these get great reviews online, actually,
don't they? I've seen loads on these.
Yeah.
These are really, really good. So you're getting 3 of these trays, plus all the cups included, 3, 6, 9, 12, 24, 36.
Yeah.
Just doing my maths.
You could have made it easy. It's on the screen there, Bex.
Yeah, I've got no glasses on.
I
can't even see that.
Can you not see that?
I can't. Barely.
You're worse than me.
I'm really bad,
Girl,
honestly.
You are bad.
So those are your skelly trays with the bio pots included in there as well.
So these are biodegradable.
They are indeed.
So the idea is you grow your seeds in there and then just plant them directly in the ground.
Plant them directly in the ground. They will just naturally biodegrade. So these are really eco-friendly options for you. And then obviously you've got the skelly trays to then reuse again once you get some more biopots.
I've got to say, you can get extra biopots, generally speaking, they're on our website. But that's another great idea in terms of sowing and growing. 130325. Half price today, those.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, really good.
That.
And so those pots just naturally biodegrade, don't they?
They do indeed. Just plant them straight into the ground. You don't even need to take them out. I mean, you can if you want to. You can take the plant out and plant it into the ground, but you can plant those directly into the ground.
And again, they're at half price today. But we've got loads of brand new plants.
Lots and lots and lots.
And we're both so excited to get this back. I have not seen this in probably, I bet it's about 2 years.
Oh, really?
Long time.
No, I saw this. It was in the summer at our previous channel.
Ah. Maybe I've just erased old memory. I'm joking.
Maybe
I'm
you just
only
weren't on
joking.
that show.
No, I wasn't on the show. I'm only
I don't
joking
think you were on that show.
we did work for Shop and Tell for many years. We had a brilliant time there. I'm
did.
only
We had a lovely
joking.
time.
But I don't think it was on the show then.
No,
Because
I
I've
know
not seen
we had
these in
this
ages.
because I definitely planted them in my garden. We'll see. I can't remember where I planted them. We'll see whether they come up next year. I haven't got a clue. I never label anything.
Do you know, I was watching Gardener's World last year, and a gentleman had this wonderful garden that was a lot of woodland, actually. It was a huge garden, and it was on quite a steep slope, and it was amazing. But he managed to grow Himalayan poppies there, and they looked outstanding.
Wow.
You very rarely see these, actually, in the garden centres. I've not seen them for ages here in YouGarden. We've got 3 of them today for £12.97. They're normally nearly £10 each. I do not know any poppy that has a colour like this.
It's that colour, isn't it? This is one of the unusual items, I think, and I love it when we have something a bit unusual. Yes, we bring you poppies, but a poppy of this colour is just absolutely amazing. It's really, really striking, and then you've got that gorgeous kind of, contrasting golden centre in there as well. As Sean said, they are very rare. You don't really see them in garden centres, but they do have the Royal Horticultural Society Award of Garden Merit. So this means it's been trialled and tested, and it's gone through those rigorous tests by the Royal Horticultural Society, and they have decided that it is worthy of growing in our gardens, that we can grow it in our British gardens, because it goes through a rigorous test to get that.
Fully hardy.
Winter hardy, yeah.
So it comes with a lifetime guarantee?
Absolutely. So those 2 things, the Royal Horticultural Society Award of Garden Merit plus the lifetime guarantee from us here at YouGarden, really should give you the confidence to buy.
Buy and likes a sort of woodland position, doesn't it?
It does. So yeah, we're out talking a bit of shade, aren't we, here? It doesn't really want to be in full sun.
Not at all, actually.
It really does. This one's more going to prefer a shady spot than any sunny spots.
Under trees, it would be ideal. Shady corners of your garden.
Yeah.
That's where it is most happy. They are. They are the most beautiful poppy. My mum had one of these in her previous garden, and I'm not joking. All of the gardening friends, when they saw it, were absolutely dazzled by it.
I bet they were. Look at it.
I know.
You couldn't help but be dazzled by that. If I saw that in somebody's garden, I would be saying, "Excuse me, what is it? Where can I get it?" Because it's so pretty and a bit different.
I will be putting these on my list today. I'm going to try these underneath my eucalyptus tree.
Always got a list, you.
Yeah, of course.
Every week he's got a new list.
But I think they're going to be very popular today because it's a really rare poppy. It's not one that you see very often. Fully hardy, Himalayan blue it's called. So fully hardy, totally winter hardy. So likes of woodland, shady spots, and I would love you to try that. It does come with a lifetime guarantee as well. It's one of those, once it gets going, it's great.
Yeah, I imagine so. And the thing is, with these poppies particularly, they're going to get bigger and better for you. It's a perennial, it's going to naturalise, it will give you better displays over the coming years.
And plant it now so it gets established over the winter. Don't be worried when it disappears. It will.
No, it does disappear.
It will go, and just curl up under the ground and have a rest. But what I would do is, and Bex suggested this last week, where you plant them, just put a little stake maybe next to them so you know they're there, and then
I advise this. I never do it myself, but I do advise it, because then when you're digging and you're putting something else in, at least you know there's something there. The amount of plants I must have dug up over the years because I don't label properly.
Bulbs are the worst, aren't they? But anyway, if you want to go for those today, brand new for this Wednesday, 560-491, that incredible Himalayan blue poppy, and saving £17. They are definitely on my list today.
Love them.
Yes, I hope they don't sell out because I want those. I really do. Now, we've got some brand new winter bedding plants for you next, and these are our viola pumpkin. I just love the name of these, don't you?
I mean, the name says it all. Look at the colour that you're getting with these. It's probably the deepest shade of orange from a viola that you can expect to get.
I think that's an amazing colour.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Winter can be so dark. In fact, driving to work today was a bit depressing. It was all
very misty, wasn't it, this morning?
Misty, damp,
really
dark.
Foggy.
It was miserable. But on the darkest of winter months, these are going to brighten up your day.
They're going to be so bright. And you've got an amazing deal here as well. Buy one, get one free. Actually, buy 12, get 12 free. So you're going to get 24 of these plug plants, which is brilliant. They're nice and compact, aren't they, with violas? We are only talking, probably about 15 centimetres high, 20, 30 centimetres spread. So, to buy one, get one free here means you're going to cover a huge amount of area. They are hardy, they're robust, they've got a lovely kind of delicate fragrance to them as well, haven't they, Viola? I love this one. I think it's really pretty.
And I could imagine that we've got things like Narcissi Tete-a-Tete on the show.
Yeah,
They'd look great with yellow, wouldn't they?
Yeah, orange, yellows. Get them in there with your primulas even. That would look amazing.
And this is how they arrive. So they're really nice sized plug plants. Those two seem to have twisted together. Bear with me. Come out. Well, there you go. They have to twisted together for some reason. But you've got there absolutely wonderfully grown plug plants ready to go straight in your hanging baskets, your winter, say tubs, anything like that.
Yeah.
But they will give you the most amazing colour, and it's all that pumpkin orange that looks fantastic.
Yeah,
so
I don't think you don't need to grow these on or anything, do you? These are totally hardy, so you can plant these out, and put them into your baskets or your borders or your pots or whatever. Don't worry about it. They'll do their job.
Yeah, I love that colour.
It's beautiful.
There's so many kind of mixed colours with violas around now, and it's just sometimes nice to have a theme and to be, just something that's a little bit more striking, and I think they are fantastic. So yeah, they may be on my list, Bex. They may well be on my list.
Okay, here's a game. How many items will Sean put on his list today?
Well, I've planted a lot now, so I feel like I'm placing...
You can actually place a bigger order again.
Yeah, I kind of feel a bit more on top of things.
I think he's going to have 15 items on his list by the end of this show.
Well, I've got 2 there already.
There's 2.
Now, we have got amaryllis next, and as a child, my mum always grew one of these every year.
Yeah.
And I honestly, I used to watch to see how tall it got and how many flowers it had on the stem. I always loved amaryllis. And this is only $11.99 with postage included. And it's a large bulb. In fact, the one we've got here... Oh, hang on. Bex, just show that to our lovely viewers. Now, this is just one from stock, but can you see it's got 2? If I just show you this, it's got 2 stems. So the leaves in the centre, but look, you've got one there.
I think there's one on that side.
Yeah, and there's one that side as well. Now, we cannot guarantee that, but with it being a large bulb, you may well get more than one stem. Yeah, you may well get 2. You may even get more than that. But look at those flowers.
I think they're stunning. And these large bulbs, I would hope that you can get 2, 3, maybe even 4 blooms from this. I would very much hope so. As Sean says, we can't guarantee. We can't guarantee it, but I would like to think that you'll definitely get more than one in there.
I think the most flowers I ever got on a single stem was 6. Which is a lot on one single stem. Yeah,
that's really good.
But it's a dramatic indoor plant, isn't it?
They're very dramatic, and now is a great time to get this because this is going to bloom for you about 6 to 8 weeks after planting, which is why this is a fantastic thing to have at home during Christmas.
I was going to say you might even get it to bloom around about Christmas.
You might get it to bloom around Christmas if you get this home. And if our deliveries have been as fast as they have been lately, you'll get it hopefully the end of this week. I can't guarantee.
And it does come with everything you need, doesn't it? As well.
Yeah, that's it. So everything is included. It comes in the box. Comes with the pot, and also inside the pot there is... Can you hold that?
Yeah, of course.
Sean? Inside the pot we have the compost. So what you're going to do is soak that. All the instructions are on the back of the box. So you put it into there. In fact, I'm going to read the back of the box for you. So, half-fill container with making the compost. Place the compost pellet in a suitable mixing container and add 350 millilitres of lukewarm water. Allow to stand and expand for 30 to 60 minutes. Drain off any excess water and mix compost well. There you go. And then you're going to plant your bulb into there. So you have everything you need. This would make a wonderful Christmas gift as well. Or not a Christmas gift, but a gift for somebody right now for them to plant.
Well, you could keep it and give it at Christmas.
Yeah, you could, absolutely.
And just plant it, you probably saw there. So the top is above the soil.
Yeah.
So all the green area is above the soil.
And a little bit of the bulb as well, isn't it? Just it's a shallow planting one with your amaryllis.
But honestly, they're a really big bulb. So, you may well get a couple of stems with many, many flowers on there. But they are magnificent.
And you get it every year as well, because it's perennial, right? So you can take it outside.
Yeah, you can get it to flower again.
It can be tricky, I know, but you can.
You can. Yeah, I've got them to flower again.
So you can move it outside during the summer months and it'll just be a foliage plant, and then you can bring it back indoors again, and then hopefully you'll get some more flowers next year too.
You've got to, if you remember when I did it, you've got to let it die down and put it in the dark. It's a bit...
Yeah, you can't just leave
but you
it.
can get them to flower again. You really can, But even just for, this winter, it's going to look amazing, honestly.
It's a beautiful colour, isn't it?
Oh, it is. Oh, that's fantastic.
They get quite tall as well, so maybe... 40 centimetres maybe a height on there?
Oh, I've had them a bit taller,
Have you?
Yeah.
40, 50 centimetres even, half a metre high.
I think I'm bragging now, but I think
Mine's bigger. Mine was this big.
Yeah, mine was like only because we grew one every year as a child.
Yeah, great, I love it.
But anyway, that's
brag as much as you like.
Yeah, it's big.
It was massive. It was massive.
630121. But yeah, on average about half. You're right.
Yeah,
it's an average about 50
I think it's
cents.
about half a metre.
But you never know with
isn't
an arm Willis, you know. In fact, we'd love you to take pictures of yours. Right, these are great, aren't they? Our geraniums.
We're going from a monster amaryllis
Yeah.
to our tiny monster
These are
geranium.
sweet.
Well, you were
Oh.
saying this is a great price, isn't it? We're getting 3 of these for $9.99.
Yeah, it's a buy one, get 2 free. So that's 3. My maths is good, yeah. Buy one, get 2
free.
That makes 3, yeah. Do you remember 3, 2, 1? Are you too young?
No, I remember 3 to
No,
1.
I used to love 3, 2, 1.
I do.
Yeah, do you remember 3, 2, 1? Dusty bin.
You've got to get it the right way round, otherwise it's rude.
Yeah. But anyway,
Do it that way
this is a buy one, get 2 absolutely free. What a gorgeous colour this one is.
These are so pretty, and they're lightly ruffled on the flowers that you get here. It is a really long flowering geranium as well, kind of one of the most prolific. So May through to September, you will get flowers on here. Vigorous, floriferous, excellent ground cover you get with most geraniums, but this one in particular. We are talking maybe 30 centimetre height, 50 centimetre spread, so that is a really decent amount of ground cover that we're talking about here. It doesn't need a full sun position. It will be more than happy in part shade. You don't need to put this in bright sunshine. And they're just easy to grow, aren't they?
Really
geraniums,
easy.
They're so simple.
I've been using them a lot lately, and they're just, they're great for ground cover. They spread really well, they're easy, and they flower for such a long period.
So long. Like, honestly, May, June, July, August, September. We are talking 6 months worth of colour there. And
mine are still going, but yours,
I was just about to say that. My
great.
geranium rosanna is still flowering in October now. They look great.
So, but I love the colour. You know, I've got rosanna, which is more of a bluey colour. This is a lovely kind of mauvey purple, isn't it?
Yeah, I really like the colour of this one. I mean, I'm a big fan of purple anyway. Love a purple.
I was just looking if you're wearing purple, it's more of a pink.
No, it's more of a pink today, but I do love a purple. It's really pretty.
I do. But they are great. And again, we keep saying it, but we are in October. It's a great time to plant your perennials so they can, settle down, get the roots established, and you really will reap the rewards next year. And don't forget, if you get your order to over £30 today, you've got to get free postage. And I know a lot of you are placing orders. YGTV43 is the code to put. But there's your free P&P on all orders today, over £30. And you're going to get with every order. Do you know what? We've got about 100 packets of sweet peas in the studio, so I can never, ever lose them. Sometimes I'm like, where's the free gift?
You did just have to hunt.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking, the more orders you place,
the more of those you'll get. Yeah.
So some people do place separate orders and take advantage of the free gift.
So if you're placing an order for items that have got postage included, then obviously you don't need to get up to that £30. So there you go, place that order and you'll get a blooming fast sweet pea packet, and then place another order. Get it over £30. You've got postage items in there, and you'll get another packet of your sweet peas included.
But they are worth $9.99. They are free with every single order today.
Lovely.
I think we're going to be really busy. And then I know I can read your mind. You love this one.
I
don't you?
do.
I
knew
knew
what?
you would.
I've really fallen in love with echinacea.
Yeah.
They're so sturdy and they're so reliable, and they just flower, and each flower is really long lasting as well. Like some flowers you get waves of flowers, and that's lovely, but with echinacea the flower lasts such a long time, and I love that.
And like you said, they're a strong flower. They are, they're robust, aren't they?
They're really robust.
Stems are strong, they last for such a long time, and they just create whole carpets of colour en masse, don't they?
They do, and I think I like the drooping flowers that you get. I like that shape because then it really makes the cone in the centre stand really tall and proud, which is what the bees and things absolutely adore.
They look really good plants, don't they?
They look really, really healthy. These are amazing. These are where the flowers will actually come from. I'm not expecting you to get flowers by planting these out now, but what I am expecting you by planting these out now is to get them established in the ground so that next year you will have the best displays place, you will have the biggest and best displays.
Although, having said that, my echinacea still looks amazing now.
Yeah, no, mine have gone over,
Oh, have
unfortunately.
they?
Yeah, I've not lost them. They're just going to sleep. But yeah, my echinacea have gone for this year, and I'm really excited about them for next year. That colour is amazing.
I was going to say that orange is outstanding.
You can tell we're in October. We're all on the orangey pumpkin
we
thing
are.
at the moment, aren't
we?
It's a beautiful colour, though.
You went pumpkin picking with the kids, didn't you? Yeah, I saw that on Facebook.
It was really good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
Anyway, messages, won't you? Let us know what you're up to. Lots of you watching the show today, so thank you so much. We've got loads of new. Wednesday's a great show always, because we start off the week with so many new items. We've had a question about the Himalayan poppy. How tall do they get?
I think they get to about 60 centimetres, so a couple of feet high.
Yeah.
I know other poppies can get much taller, so I think this is a slightly shorter variety, which is great, actually.
I remember seeing some pictures of the Himalayan poppy in Scotland. Angela, who presented the show for many years, she went to Scotland and they were slightly taller there, but on average we say but we do say 60 centimetres on average.
It's always an average what we're providing you, because obviously it depends on where you are in the country, the particular growing conditions. So yes, we're talking an average of that. You might get them a bit taller, they might come up a bit shorter, who knows? Yeah,
I'm just working about 60. Yeah.
Is that about 60 centimetres?
I'm probably exaggerating. But
it was massive!
Hey, Adam, I hope you go for them, because they are absolutely beautiful once you get them going. They're stunning.
I do love poppies.
Yeah,
anyway.
I'm going to go. I'm going to go for them. Eliza, hello.
Good morning, Eliza.
Joined us on Facebook.
Ooh,
yes,
lovely.
But yeah, we love it when you interact, and we do love working here. And if you are new, YouGarden, it's a huge nursery over 11 acres. Everyone here is passionate about gardening. Yeah, they really are, just like us. So it's a wonderful environment. All of our winter hardy products come with a lifetime guarantee. Delivery is really quick in general. We say 5 to 7 working days, but often it's far quicker than that.
Yep.
And we've got great customer service. So if there's anything that you're not happy with, please let us know. We'd much prefer to have a chance of putting it right rather than you just sit at home being a bit disgruntled. You know?
Absolutely. And you know what? We're here 3 days a week at the moment.
We are.
So obviously Wednesday you're here with us now, 10 till 1, 2 till 4. Same on a Thursday, and then we're also here on Sundays, 10 till 2. Yes. Although this Sunday,
I was going to say, we're not here this Sunday. Don't worry, the show's still live. Yes. We've got Adam Woolcott, award-winning gardener, and Hayley Green, a great friend of ours. But we're going to be on QVC this Sunday from 10 till 12 with Harkness Roses.
Absolutely, yeah.
Very excited about that. So, try and watch both if you can. You can always stream the show later, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. Once you go onto the website, there is an option to stream this show, or I think you can stream QVC things later as well, can't you?
Yeah, so you've always got the option, but we will be on QVC this Sunday between 10 and 12, which we're really excited about.
We can't wait.
The Harkness Roses as a breed, they are outstanding. So amazing. Do try and join us and say hello on QVC this weekend. Right, let's move on to our best-selling item of all time here at YouGarden. It is our premium professional compost. You're going to get 100 litres for $24.98 today, saving £17.99. Now, I have got a confession to make.
Uh-oh.
So I was planting up yesterday, and...
You didn't run out of compost, did you?
I did. And I actually borrowed a bag from a friend of mine, who's one of my gardening colleagues, and obviously it wasn't this compost. And do you know what?
The difference.
Oh my word!
Yeah.
I opened up this, and it was very kind of to lend me a bag of compost. I was on a roll. I wanted to get things done.
Get it done. Yeah.
But honestly, I opened it up, and it was black. It was dank. It was really wet.
Yep.
It was. Hang on, I'm choosing my language carefully, but it was awful. It really was awful. It was quite a shock, because I'd not used another compost for quite a while, actually. And it was a bit of a shock.
Yeah.
our compost, seriously, it is outstanding, isn't it?
It
really is.
So much different to what you might have experienced in the past. Apologies to the regulars, we're going to do our thing again here. But we are getting new viewers all the time. I do want to try and get across to new viewers how important it is to have the right foundations for our plants. I used to be one of these people who thought it didn't really matter, compost is compost, it doesn't matter. But actually, it really does make such a big difference. The texture of this, first of all, is the most amazing texture. It's light and it's airy. And the reason that we want this lovely, light, airy texture is because we need room for our roots to be able to get in there, to spread, to breathe, actually. It's really important that they have room to breathe. Because what happens then is that we are forming the strongest root structure possible. Strong root structure means strong and healthy plants. I think it goes without saying, doesn't it, really? But as you can see on our picture that we've got over on the side here, this is the kind of difference that we are talking about. It's forming that strong root structure, which in turn is going to give us stronger, healthier plants, bigger, better flowers, better bumper crops of fruits, and that is what we want, isn't it?
And do you know what? Using the standard compost, that's not bad. But the difference is absolutely huge. And honestly, the bag of compost that I used yesterday that wasn't our compost, it did honestly have some big twigs in it. Not loads, but it did. It had a few massive twigs in it that had not been composted. It was really heavy and damp.
We never get that with this.
No.
You'll find that, so this is kind of the biggest bit of composted material. It really is so well composted, and you've got excellent ingredients in here as well. Like there's a slow release fertilizer.
I've just seen it. There you go.
Little green balls. That's in this in this compost. This is the slow release fertilizer. Now, slow release fertilizer is amazing because your plants are getting the food when they need it, rather than in a big dose with a water fertilizer.
I mean, I love slow release fertilizer, but it's quite expensive to buy, actually. Yeah, so that's already in the compost.
It's already in here. We've got lime in here that balances out the pH of the compost as well, and that's what turns this into, an all-round compost, something that you can use on, the majority of the plants that you're planting. Obviously, the only things that you can't put in here are the ones that love acid side of the soil, the ericaceous compost.
Which we have got on the show if you need it.
Yeah, it's there. You can get ericaceous if you need it. I've planted my houseplants in this. They are doing amazingly. In fact, my peace lily, which was really suffering, is now doing. I've got 2 flowers coming up on it now.
I love peace lilies, actually.
I love them, but they do sulk sometimes, and that peace lily did not flower for a little while. I've repotted it in this. I put it in a slightly different position in the house, and all of a sudden I've got 2 flowers on there. Woohoo!
A friend of mine got a peace lily. This sounds like, I shouldn't really probably share this story, but he bought himself a peace lily when he got divorced because he said he finally found peace.
I love it.
And this peace lily's just thrived, It's like finally found peace. But yeah, great for houseplants as well. We digress. $24.99. If you're trying to get your basket to over £30, just add some compost and whatever else you're buying that maybe does have postage on it. You will always use it. And don't run out like I did. I felt so stupid, but I just got on a roll. Now, you've noticed in the centre of our potting shed, we have got these absolutely gorgeous Buxus pyramids.
Oh, my word.
I mean, these are straight from our stock outside. I always think Buxus, when it's shaped like this, looks so stylish, don't you?
It does look stylish.
Really good.
It is desirable, isn't it?
Yeah.
You see it a lot in sort of designer spaces.
And in stately homes.
Outside the front of homes, absolutely. And I love that what we're doing here is a pair of them because you can do that lovely symmetry thing that I'm a big fan of.
And do you know what? Near Christmas time, just put some little twinkly lights in here as well.
Beautiful.
They look great. We should point out they don't come with the pots.
No, we've got the pots as another item because we think these look absolutely beautiful in the pots. But this is how they will come to you. You'll get a pair of these. They're beautiful, to use as topiary and very, very simple to maintain. They just need a little trim twice a year in order to maintain that shape. It's relatively slow growing as well.
I was just going to say that. I mean, you know, we planted a little buxus hedge in our garden, and 3 years on, it's still little.
Yes.
So, you know.
But you kind of want that, don't you, with these sorts of things? You don't want them to get too big too quick.
Well, I'd like my hedge to grow a bit, actually. No, but you're right. But all we're saying is a lot of work's already gone into the growing of these and the shaping of them. You know,
Yes.
so they're quite. This has been quite labour intensive to grow it over the last several years.
Absolutely.
And to shape it. So, you know, the price actually for under £40 for 2 is incredible. Beck's put these in the pots, and I think that's a great choice. So I think I like them in those.
I really like these ones. I quite like. Excuse me. I quite like the square with the kind of round shape here.
I do.
I quite like that because we've got some round pots. We've got a pair of round pots on the show, but I actually prefer the square planter as the shape on here, and the double up deal you've got on there is pretty good as well.
Yeah, well, it's only $19.99 for 2, so it's 1 for $12.99, but you can save yourself the best part of an extra £6 by doubling up today. And actually, what would be nice if we've got loads of, you know, you've probably got lots of free bulbs from the previous shows last week, or some winter bedding.
Winter bedding, a couple of little bulbs around the edge.
Yeah,
That would look really
lovely.
nice, wouldn't it? And I think that if you're going to go for this, a lot of people do this and they put it outside the front of the house, either side of the doorway, and it really does kind of elevate it.
Does.
Gives that curb appeal.
Gives that kind
it?
of grand entrance, doesn't
Yeah.
it? But as Beck said, really easy to look after, you know, a bit of trimming twice a year.
Yeah, just twice a year, just to maintain that shape. It keeps them nice and bushy as well, doesn't it? And you know, no gaps and things in there.
But those
really pretty.
those square planters are amazing today. So it's buy 1 for $12.99, double up and you can get 2 for $19.99. If you'd like the period buxus, these you do get a pair, and they are only £39.99 today. Really like those. 510034 is your item number there. But lovely to have your company. Yes, good morning. Welcome to YouGarden TV. We are back. Feeling very good. Well, I'm feeling good because I've got lots of gardening done. Bex isn't feeling good. She got no gardening done.
I got no gardening done.
Are the kids back at school this week then?
No, they're at school. They're at home now.
Of course, they're home all week, aren't they?
They go back next week, mine. It's nice to get away to work, isn't it? I had them all through the summer holidays.
No,
My
I
husband was
know.
working a lot, so
I know.
it's his turn.
Yeah.
I do love them.
Of course you do.
But, you know, for short amounts of time.
Yeah. You love the potting shed more.
I do love the potting shed, I'm not going to lie.
Now, we've got some really great deals on this table today, and we're going to start off with the Evergreen Shrub Collection.
Yeah.
I could not believe the price of these, actually. So you're going to get 6. They're all in the 9cm pots. $17.99 for 6.
For 6. So it's like £3 each.
Yeah, and they're really good size,
I
aren't
did
they?
the maths. Yay!
No, it's kind of a lucky dip, isn't it?
It is sort of a
Bex?
lucky dip when it comes to this. But what we are going to guarantee you is, first of all, amazing value. We are going to guarantee that you will get 6 evergreen shrubs here. And these are going to be absolutely brilliant for you at filling in the gaps in your borders. You can use some of these as pot plants. You can have all year round interest and colour. You're going to get a mix of 6 of the best sort of tried and tested with a mix of shapes, colours, foliage and all that sort of stuff included.
And this kind of size, Bex, because in the 9cm pots, for winter displays, I think, you know, this in the centre of a bigger pot with some bedding around it, fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you can do what you like with them later on. You can plant them into bigger pots, plant them out into your borders. They will be absolutely beautiful. I mean, as an idea, some of the varieties that might be included: Cotoneaster, Ceanothus, Escalonia, Euonymus, Viburnum, you know, just to name a few of the amazing, tried and tested, beautiful varieties. But what we want to try and make sure is that you get a good mixture of different foliage, colours and shapes as well. What we can guarantee is they will all be evergreen shrubs. They will all be tried and tested winners.
I think that is absolutely amazing value.
I think that is really, really good.
And say, you know, sometimes the winter, the beds, the borders, the pots can look a bit bleak. You're going to get fabulous evergreen foliage on all of these 6 plants. And it will, as Beck says, it will be a mixture. You know, the nursery will do their very best just to select a great variety. There's a viburnum there. It looks lovely, doesn't it?
That's really pretty, that one. I like that.
I know. But honestly, if you just
Troisia.
want... Oh, yeah.
That'll be Troisia. Oh, I don't know which one. Tonata? They're all Tonatas, though, aren't they? Ooh, now we're going to play a game. Name the shrub.
Well, it's an evergreen variety.
It's an evergreen. Oh, so you know
Go first, so go. But yeah, that's just, look, it's just, it will be a pick and mix, but every one of them will give you fantastic foliage, as well as flowers, of course, during the spring and the summer months. But you will get guaranteed 6 evergreen shrubs. And I love the fact that, say, if you're making up winter containers, put these in the centre.
One in the middle.
Yeah.
I like that
That's
idea.
great. I think they're going to really be popular today.
Well, see, we got this one, and we've got another collection at the other end of the table, the summer flowering shrub collection, which we think maybe you might go for both of these, because then actually what you've got is your entire garden covered for the entire year, because you'll have your evergreen, which will do you through the summer and the winter months. But if you want summer flowering, we've also got another amazing deal over there as well. So if you're opening your basket, hold on.
I just cannot believe the value. I was making up winter pots yesterday and also my hanging baskets, and I was looking for things to put in the centre, and they're really, really great value. They
Great
really
idea.
are.
Put those in the centre, some ones around the edge.
Yeah, it's nice bedding, winter bedding.
Love it.
Anyway, if you want them, $17.99. Then we've got...
That's the Escalonia.
Our Pansy Cool Wave. They are still on offer today. Yeah. And it's a buy 10 plants, get 10 plants absolutely free. I potted mine up yesterday.
Well done.
Yes.
Very good. What have you done with them? Baskets?
Baskets,
pots?
hanging baskets.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, I did hanging baskets for the pub. Finally got around to it yesterday.
The pub is sorted. What about your mum's garden? Have you done hers yet?
The trouble is, hers still looks really good.
Oh, do they? Oh, she's so good. She's a good gardener.
I've done 3 hanging baskets for my mum, but I'll be honest, they're in the greenhouse because I want to get them ready going before I give them to her.
And also hers still look amazing.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, it's a difficult time, isn't it, at the moment? Because some summer bedding still looks good, but in reality, it will all go over in the next few weeks if there's a frost, and it's obviously the clock's going to change and everything. But these are the most amazing pansy. They are. Well, we think they're the best performing pansy that we have on YouGarden.
Yeah, absolutely, for a whole, host of different reasons. First of all, they flower for such a long time. We're talking up to 9 months worth of colour. These are going to keep going for you right the way through till probably May time, maybe even into June, depending on the weather conditions. These are absolutely incredible. They are so free flowering. You get flower after flower after flower after flower, and they completely cover that foliage. That picture that you're looking at there is very, very representative of what you can achieve.
Well, we've actually had customers sending pictures of their hanging baskets, and they're just as good as that. And they do trail. Mine are really starting to trail now. We don't say they trail several feet, but they do gently cascade and can trail, 30 centimetres or so.
Trail. Oh, I like that. That's a good word. Yeah, I like that.
But they are beautiful, aren't they? They really are. So easy to grow. Just make sure. We often say in the winter, sometimes you do forget to water, and if it's windy, sometimes we get really strong winds, baskets can dry out. And we have got Blooming Fast on the show. Do give them a feed from time to time. They won't need a lot of feed, and particularly in the new compost, if you put them in our compost, they won't need a feed for quite a while. But do give them the occasional feed, particularly as we head towards springtime as well. But they are the most wonderful pansy. Lovely colour mix there as well, and just a top performer. Oh, don't forget as well, quick reminder, just in case you forgot.
Yeah, we want you to get free postage on your deliveries. So if you are placing an order, try and get it to over the £30 mark, because then we will offer that free postage. I think it's very easy to get over £30, particularly with a bunch of the things that we've got on the show today. But yeah, get it over that £30 mark and you will get free delivery. This is a great time to search the web. This is a great time to buy some of the larger items that do come with that $6.99 delivery charge.
And on today's show, brand new free gift. We have never done this before. You are going to get these gorgeous Blooming Fast sweet peas, and they're super scented. So the fragrance. I know you expect sweet peas to smell nice, but the fragrance is outstanding.
Yeah, these are the super scented ones.
Yeah, they really are.
Specifically selected because of their scent.
And the stems on the flowers are long as well, so they make a great cut flower. And the more you cut them, the more flowers you're going to get. Craig, who helps us put the shows together and brings us, brings us all the plants and coffee.
He brings us coffee.
Him and his partner grew these last year and said they were amazing.
Yeah, he said he grew them in the tower pots, which are brilliant, by the way. If you haven't got something for your sweet peas to climb up, have a little search for a tower pot on the website. And he was saying that whenever they sort of got to the top, he just trimmed them back. It really encouraged the flowers to come through. They were lovely, long, strong stems so that you can use them as cut flowers. And the more you cut them, the more flowers you produce from your sweet peas. You can get hundreds of them per plant. It is absolutely incredible.
And all the instructions are on the back there as well. But the worst thing you can do with sweet peas is to let the seed pods form, because then the whole thing will just slow down.
Yeah.
But, I've done my job. I'm making babies. Let's forget it. So yeah, just keep cutting those flowers.
Do that.
Yeah. But seriously, we'll get those free with every single order today, and I think we are going to be super busy. 760053. But you don't need to order them. You don't even need to put that item number in your basket. It will come automatically with your order as long as you use the code YGTV43. Now, something that I grew for the first time this year.
Was that the first time?
I don't know why it was the first time.
Okay.
The Verbena bonariensis.
Yeah,
and I don't know, I sent a picture to Christian, my wonderful head of technical today. He's going to have a look for that later. I've actually got it on my tablet anyway, I could just get it. Shall I just go and get it?
You go get it, I'll talk about the Verbena. So you are getting 3 of the pots included here because this is one of the buy one, get 2 free deals. Is that correct? Is it $4.99?
No, that's wrong. I think that's wrong, honestly. I'm sure it's wrong.
Buy one, get 2 free. It's what the information says.
No, that's wrong. Can we try it on the web?
We'll have a little test of that. Let me talk about the plant, shall I? Because this is absolutely brilliant.
Gotta be
Royal
wrong.
Horticultural Society Award of Garden Merit.
I will be back, Bex.
So this is a proven performer in our gardens. It's been through that, rigorous trials and tests by the Royal Horticultural Society, and they have said it's a proven performer. So shop with confidence. It is winter hardy, so it comes with that lifetime guarantee from us here at YouGarden. Oh, the Royal Horticultural Society have also said perfect for pollinators, and they do absolutely adore this. The bees really do have a field day on here. Very long lasting as far as the flowers are concerned. June right the way through to October. In fact, mine is still flowering right now. It's still having a whale of a time. It's going to reach, this one's the big one. We do a shorter version, but this one's the tall one. So this is great for your borders. It can reach, 1.5 meters in height, maybe even, in fact, mine was taller than me, so it can get up to about 2 meters in height as well. Really tightly packed purple clusters. But what's wonderful here is it's the foliage, really, and the way that it grows. It doesn't have dense foliage at the bottom, does it? So we often talk about it being a great plant to look through. It doesn't block your border. You can still see plants the other side of it.
Now, I will be honest, I'm pretty sure the price is $9.97 for 3, so, for 1,
we'll have a little
and then you get the 2 free. So I'm sure when you go for 3 of them, you'll pay $9.97, but you might be able to buy 1 for $4.99. Yeah. So so put them in your basket. I think you'll end up getting 3 for $9.97.
Okay, good.
Can I just show you mine? Because so I've got this really sort of like weird area at the bottom of my garden. There's like a patio, and it was really had a harsh edge. And look at those.
Oh, look at that.
I mean, honestly, it really softened that whole edge of the patio.
Yeah, it's nice.
Oh, I loved it. Honestly, I'm going to grow them every year now.
Yeah,
love them.
They come back every year.
Well,
so
yeah,
it's great.
yeah.
It's a perennial.
In fact, I am busy collecting seeds as well, just to see.
Are you doing seeds as well?
We'll see. I have collected some, yeah.
Oh, very good. Give it a go.
Yeah.
But they do actually form clumps as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
So once you planted these out, they will form clumps for you. You'll be able to divide those as well at certain points, in the coming years. It's an excellent plant for your borders and things.
I'm a massive fan. I just want more. I want them everywhere. I really do. Because they don't take up too much space, and you said they're quite sort of like, I don't want to use the word, they're quite slight in build, do you know what I mean? So they're not big and bushy, so you can really have them popping up at the backs of borders and in between of the plants beautifully.
You don't have really dense foliage at the bottom. It's not like these flowers rise up from a big dense ball of foliage. They do actually stay, as you said, slight is probably a good way of describing it. You can still see through the plant.
They have a slight build.
A slight build.
But
like us, Sean.
What about that? 5601669. So let's show you how this works works on the website. So apologies. Say if you go for the offer, buy one get two free, you'll be paying $9.97. So let's show you. So what we've done, we've got a basket open. What we've got so far. So hey, that evergreen shrub collection. That's a good choice. So pop that in there. We've popped the verbena in there. And you will get two absolutely free. We've used the offer code, you see, so that's given us our free sweet peas, and it will give us the free, of course, verbena. So our total there is $31.93. I tell you what, though, we're still paying delivery because we are under £28. So if we add in, what else should we add in? We just need to find anything to take us over. Should we go for the should we go for the evergreen one? And then suddenly you see the delivery cost has gone absolutely down to zero. So as long as you spend over £30, you will get free delivery. So do bear that in mind. Also, you see, it gives you a little reminder, save a further $4.60, become a YouGarden Discount Club members. If you add that to your basket, literally click onto it, cost you £5 today on auto renewal, and then we will save a further. So you just literally click on that box there, add to basket, and then we'll get an extra £4.60 off as well. So that's all you literally need to do. And there it is. And that's what you get. So 10% off every plant and accessory order, 5% off outdoor living and gifts. And you're also going to get £20 worth, don't forget, of YouGarden vouchers. That's brilliant. And you can use one of those approximately every 3 months throughout the next year. And lots of competitions and expert advice as well. And then Bex mentioned a few moments ago, we also have got, this is phenomenal again. This is amazing. 6 summer flying hardy shrubs for $24.99.
This is so good, honestly.
Isn't it?
Again, so we're talking about excellent value for money here to get 6 summer flowering shrubs for, under £25. That is absolutely incredible. What you're going to get here is gorgeous late spring and early summer colour, and you're going to get years of it because these are going to last you for such a long time. You'll have colour, you'll have fragrance, you'll have a mixture of forms and sizes included in here, and they're going to be flowering shrubs that are going to attract all manner of wildlife into your garden. They are specially selected, low maintenance favourites that, as I said, are going to represent just amazing value for money. It is a lucky dip again. I can't guarantee exactly which ones you're going to get in here, but as a rough idea of what might be included, there are things like Caryopteris, Chenomales, Escallonia, Hydrangea, Potentilla, Weigela, these amazing flowering shrubs that are low maintenance, that are long lasting, that provide colour and beautiful fragrance in your garden as well.
You may even get a hydrangea in there.
You may even get a hydrangea.
But they will be deciduous. Most of them,
Probably the majority of them are going to be deciduous. Remember, we've got that evergreen shrub collection, if that's what you're looking for. I think if you've got a big garden, or you've got a new garden, or you've got loads of gaps to fill, I would be going for the summer flowering hardy shrub collection, and I would be going for the evergreen shrub collection, because the display that you'll get there, and that's going to be under £40, I think.
Yeah, just over.
Just over.
Yeah,
oh
42.
My word, the amount of area you will cover with those 2 collections will be incredible.
God, well, again, amazing value today, 510417. But good morning. Welcome to YouGarden TV.
Good morning.
How are you doing? Wednesday. We love our Wednesdays, actually. And we're coming up to 11 o'clock. 11's his time.
Hey.
Yes. Time
cup of tea and a biscuit.
Cup of tea and a biscuit, cake. But
rich tea, dunk it in.
Oh yeah.
I love a rich tea.
Oh, don't know what we haven't got tea here today.
Next time.
Yeah. Anyway, what we're going to do, just remind you of some of the great items we've had so far live this Wednesday. We started off with the Himalayan poppy, the blue poppy. I can honestly say, colour-wise, I think this is the most dramatic poppy we've ever set eyes on. Really quite rare as well. I'm not being funny, but you don't really see, well, you very rarely see these in the garden centres. They are a woodland poppy, so they do like, under trees, shady spot. That's going to be ideal for them. They will die down during the winter months. But get them in now so they settle in, start to form, a great root system, and then you could get fantastic flowers next year. They are just the most beautiful poppy. Totally hardy as well. Comes with a lifetime guarantee, £12 and 97, 560491. Now we've also got some brand new winter bedding for you, and you've loved these. Yeah, they are the Viola Pumpkin. Do you know, quite often in the winter we go for mixed colours. That can be great, but if you really want to be a little bit more bold, a little bit more dramatic, these are the most incredible pumpkin orange. They really are. And we are doing a buy 12, get 12 free. They are a viola, so lovely small flowers, masses of them, and they will continue flying all the way through even the darkest, most miserable of winter months. And even if they get snow on them, you know what? They will bounce right back. They are fully winter hardy. And they are selling really quickly, 401507. Postage is included in that as well. Now, as an indoor bulb, it does not get more dramatic than an amaryllis. We grew these as children, and I loved it. Every year I'd see how tall the stems got and how many flowers you get on each stem. Now this is a large bulb, so you may well get 2 stems on this, not just 1, you may well get 2. You also may well get several flowers on each stem. And I used to love that as a kid, just seeing how many buds each stem would actually produce. They are tall, they are bold, they are beautiful. The red is fantastic. It's known as red line, this one. Comes with everything you need. So in the pot, there is compost provided. All you do is add water to that and it will bounce back to life. So you've got everything that you need there. And it could make a lovely Christmas gift. 630121, or you could plant it now and even have it flying for Christmas. Just £11.99. Then some wonderful perennial geraniums. Now these are the tiny monsters. They've got this amazing purple colour, and it's a buy 1, get 2 absolutely free. This is a great spreader, so it will spread in beds and borders. It will flower all summer long, and the great thing is it does come back year after year after year. I love the geraniums, the hardy geraniums. I think they're I call them crowd pleasers. They're easy, to grow. Sun, semi-shade, be absolutely fine. And if you I always think if you've got areas of bare earth in your garden, what's going to grow there? Weeds. Well, if you've got your geraniums, they're going to suppress those weeds and give you gorgeous colour all summer long. And they're just £9.99, but it's a buy 1 and get 2 absolutely free. Then we brought you the echinacea. Now, again, the most fantastic flowers in the summer. My echinacea are still flying right now in October. Yours may well be dying down at this time of year, but I've got some well in flower right now. These wonderful flowers, and as the flowers get slightly more mature, the petals do just start to droop down a little bit, just exposing that lovely, lovely centre where the bees and butterflies will absolutely thrive. And you just get carpets of colour with these. That orange is vibrant, it's exciting, isn't it? If you love bright, cheerful colours, this one is fantastic. And it is the Papillo orange variety with a saving today of £17. So don't forget, you will get 3 of the 9cm pots. Now we have got a lot of garden accessories and hardware on the show as well today. It's always worth going to the website and just seeing exactly what we've got. But this is on the show as well. We've got a bulb planter, so check the website out for that. Also, you've loved these, and this is the triple pack of windowsill propagator kits. So if you haven't got a greenhouse, but you love the idea of growing from seed perhaps, or growing from mini plug plants, these will be absolutely ideal. Now you get 3 of the propagators. Each one will hold 30 plants. So you get 5 mini trays of 6 in each one of those. And they are the perfect size for windowsills. So if you've got a conservatory, you've got some windowsills, and you just want to really get a bit more into your gardening, they would be superb. And they would be ideal for growing your sweet pea seeds in. They really, really would. So, you know, I cannot recommend those highly enough. A brilliant price on those at $12.99. Now, we've also got our skelly trays for you. Now, I'll be honest, your skelly trays are more for greenhouses, potting sheds. You could have them inside, but if you did, put them on a tray, because obviously when you water, you may get some of the water coming through the actual trays and biopots themselves. So yes, the pots are biodegradable. So that means when you've grown things in them, you can plant them directly into the ground. The benefit of that is that you don't have to disturb the roots. Adam just said, would those be great for starting herbs from seeds? Absolutely, they'd be ideal. Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I did grow some chives this year from seed, and what was the other one I grew? And parsley, and yeah, use those and they're absolutely superb. 130325 is of course your item number. Now also, always busy are pansy cool waves. Now these are, and honestly, they're the most incredible pansies. They really are. And I hope every one of our regulars has ordered these today, because these will flower all winter long, up to 9 months of the year. The size of the flower is kind of a medium-sized pansy, so it's a little bit smaller than some other varieties, but it's a lot bigger than a viola. And what they do, they get to a point where you barely see the leaves. Now, although they'll flower all winter, I think these really come into their own in springtime when we get a bit more light, but they will flower all winter long. They really will, and they will gently trail. So ideal for pots, ideal for hanging baskets, and will give you so much pleasure. Now, a lot of people treat these as an annual. So at the end of the winter, when it starts to get hot, these will die down. But do you know what? You can chop them back, because they probably get a little bit leggy after 9 months. You can chop them back, put them in a cool place, and they will come back year after year after year. So the choice is yours on those. 400,967. Now, my favourite perennial this year was the Verbena boraensis. Now, you will pay $9.97 when you put the one in your basket and get the two free. Or you could buy them individually at $4.99, I believe. But when you use the offer code YGTV43, it's a buy one, get two free, so you get three for less than £10. So what you're going to get, I call these lollipops of colour. You get these lovely kind of slender stems. This is what I'd call a slight build plant. So it's tall, it's lean, it's great for mixing in with other plants in your beds and borders. You know, at the back it just rises above. And do you know what? Mine have flowered pretty much all summer long. They've been amazing, honestly. They are absolutely gorgeous. So I would love you to try those today. 560169, they're one of my brand new favourites. Now, a couple of deals on the show, some amazing deals. We have got an evergreen shrub collection. Now, it's going to be a pick and mix with this one. It's a lucky dip. You will get, first of all, definitely all evergreen plants. So, things like, you're just looking there, we've got our viburnum on the screen, so that may well be in the collection. You may get things like choiceas, ceanothus, but the value here is absolutely incredible. It works out £3 per shrub. So these could be ideal for centerpieces in winter, pots, hanging baskets, things like that. There's a ceanothus, you may even get some lovely holly in there as well, but all designed to give you foliage all the way through the entire year. And honestly, we've got a lovely selection in our studio just from our nursery. It will be a pick and mix, but we guarantee you're going to get 6 very healthy evergreen shrubs that will provide interest throughout all of the winter months. So you might get all sorts in there, including Ascalonia, viburnum that you're seeing on the screen, ceanothus, holly, just a wonderful selection. Choiceas as well, all sorts in there. 510403. The value there, honestly, is amazing on that. It really is. Then we've also got an alternative selection, which is a summer flowering selection. So all of these shrubs will flower, as it says, in the summer months. They may be deciduous, so some of these will lose their leaves in the winter time, but they'll more than make up for it when the summer months hit us. And by the way, quick reminder, if you spend over £30 today, you will get free postage and packaging. So, if lots of you are putting baskets together and they're under £30, or you may even get things like hydrangeas in that collection. But there you go, free postage and packaging on all orders over £30 today. And your free gift with every single order. It's a brand new one, Bex.
It is brand new, and it is very exciting because this is the super scented sweet pea collection of seeds, isn't it?
It is. For some reason, I'm rattling them right now.
He likes shaking them for some
reason. I'm feeling rattled. I grew sweet pea. I've grown them for many years. In fact, when I was a little boy, our neighbours opposite used to grow sweet peas, and I was fascinated. The smell I remember as a child.
Yeah, the smell is delicious. I can't believe I've never grown them. I don't know why. My mum grows them every year. She absolutely
You can't grow
adores
everything,
them.
can you?
You can't. This is the problem. But it is such a popular one, and I do love fragrant flowers.
Anyway, you're going to be growing them this year because they're free.
I can't wait. They're absolutely brilliant, and they have been specially selected to be the highly scented ones that you will get here. Lovely mixture. They are climbers, so you do need something for them to climb up. Our lovely Craig, who helps us set up the show and brings us coffee because he's a lovely man. He grows his in the tower pot. If you haven't got something for them to climb up, search for the tower pot on the website. This will be brilliant for these to grow up.
As a child, I did grow them up pieces of string on the fence with drawing pins.
Yeah, you can do that as well, can't you?
But it did look a bit messy. My parents didn't mind, but yeah, we've got better things nowadays. That tower pot.
Tower pot, I think, is a brilliant idea.
So if you just search on our website, tower pot, you'll find it. And
I'm going to get so I am going to grow these this year because I've never done it, and I feel like I should. And I am going to do it in a tower pot.
And a posy of sweet peas. Yeah, the more you cut them, the more they'll flower. So keep cutting them and enjoy them. You can almost smell them now, can't you? Wow. Yes. Right, and so free with every order today.
That's it. Put in the code. You must put in that code, otherwise it will not get added to your basket. So don't add it into your basket. When you place your order, if you enter that code YGTV43 this week, that will get entered into your basket for you.
Now, we've got back today.
Oh, here we go.
We forgot to, Christian, our wonderful director, we forgot to tell you. There's a special clip of film for this next one featuring our head gardener. We don't know if you can't find it.
Don't worry.
But I know Peter loves to see himself on the telly.
It's got the 3 varieties that gets included in here, plus a picture
and
of
our
Peter.
head gardener looking rather kind of like, well, a bit
sultry.
Yeah, sultry, smouldering.
Smouldering. He's going to love that description.
It is. But jokes apart, Peter McDermott is our head gardener here at YouGarden. He's an amazing man. He's passionate about gardening. He's incredibly knowledgeable. And what he did, he hand selected the 3 best shrubs in this head gardener's. There, that's it. There he is.
That's the one. Look at that.
And he really is passionate about YouGarden, and he looked around the stock list, the nursery, and he put these 3 specials together because really, in terms of what they give as a trio is incredible. They're going to give you flowers in your garden from as early as April all the way through to potentially October.
Yeah, absolutely. It's such a clever selection. It was one of the biggest sellers last week. You can see why. He really does know what he's talking about. So the varieties included. Let's start with the earliest flowering one that we're talking about here. So it's the Ceanothus.
Yes,
brilliant.
Bottom left.
Every garden should have a Ceanothus in some way, shape or form, we think, don't we?
Do you know what we're doing? Having said that, I do not have a Ceanothus.
Don't you?
No!
Sean Ryan.
I've only been in my garden, but it's only been really a proper garden for about 2 years, actually.
I only planted my first Ceanothus this year.
Well, we'll let you off, you say. It depends how long you've been. I had one in my last garden. I loved it.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
I think the blue is intense.
It's
Look
kind of a
at this.
lilac-y blue, isn't it?
Yeah, and you tend to get with ceanothus, you don't just get a few flowers, it tends to be like the whole thing covered,
Smothers
doesn't
it.
Yeah.
Absolutely smothers it. So you get evergreen foliage on here. It's lovely. It's small foliage. I quite like that, and it's glossy. You know how much I love a glossy evergreen foliage. But this does get absolutely smothered in those lovely kind of lilac-y balls almost. They're almost panicle shaped, but they're smaller panicles. And it does get covered just like that around April. April time, isn't it, that these come out?
And they do. What I love about the flowers, they are pretty resilient. You know, sometimes in the springtime, I mean, you know, sometimes magnolias, peonies can be ruined if the weather's particularly bad, which can be in springtime. But these are really resilient, and you do sometimes get a second flourish in autumn as well.
Yeah, I was getting a little second flourish on mine. You mentioned about how your mum's was getting one, and I hadn't realised. Went out into my garden, and yes, there was a few little flowers on there.
Mum's second flourish has become quite a big flourish.
Well, mine are still babies. They're little, but even on the babies, I was getting a second flourish of flowers.
Aren't they gorgeous? I bet you love them.
I love them. I love them so much. And they are Royal Horticultural Society Award of Garden Merit holders. So, you know, proven performers in our gardens. And actually, when these are flowering, they are one of the most striking things that you see. Around April, May time, when you're walking around, I mean, this thing's starting to pop up out of the ground, but they're not in flower yet. No. This is in flower.
I think these really do steal the show in springtime. They do. So that's our first one in our Head Gardeners collection.
Yeah, and then it's the Deutzia is next. So that's this one here. Now this one's a slightly more compact plant. You know, your ceanothus, it can get up to 2-3 metres height and spread if you want it to. Your Deutzia is going to stay a little bit more compact. We are only talking maybe 1 metre by 1 metre, flowering with those gorgeous raspberry Sunday coloured flowers around June and July time. It also has that Royal Horticultural Society Award of Garden Merit as well. So this is a proven performer. This one is a deciduous one. Don't worry about that. We got you know, the other two in here are evergreens, but this is definitely worth growing for its beautiful compact nature and those gorgeous flowers.
And then finally, we have got the Escallonia at the front, haven't we?
Yeah, so the Escallonia is the one that's going to take you into, hopefully, October time. You can see that there are still flowers on the plant we've got in the studio. It will flower around June time. It will take you all the way through into October months, potentially a couple of waves of blooms we're talking about in there. Nice and compact again, you know, similar to the Deutzia, 3-4 feet in height and spread. So it's nice and compact and evergreen, and you get these lovely clusters of flowers on there.
I think they're absolutely gorgeous, and so I love the foliage on those.
Gorgeous.
Really glossy leaves, but masses of flowers. Ours is just beginning to go over.
Beginning to.
Yeah, but you know, it was
right at the end of October,
I know.
though.
God, the clocks change this week, don't they?
I know they do. We get an extra hour in bed, which we're going to be grateful of, aren't we?
We are.
We're up early on Sunday, so we're going to be grateful of that extra hour.
Yes, we are. We didn't realise it. And we thought, you get an extra hour. 51486. That is an amazing selection. Now, I'll be honest, you are paying $4.99 postage as you'd expect. You've got 3 big, nice-sized shrubs there. But if you get your basket to over £30, we will take off any postage charge.
We will indeed.
But that's a great selection from our head gardener, Peter McDermott.
Let's see if it's as popular this week as it was last week. I think there was one day last week where all bar one order included that item. That's how good this selection is, and it's exactly what you would expect from the head gardener's selection.
And in fact, was it Elaine? Apologies, I didn't get back to it, but I think Elaine, one of our readers, I think she'd actually received hers and had planted it.
Oh, very good.
So if I'm right, Elaine. Yeah, if you want to be part of the show, by the way, we would love you to put a message out on Facebook Live, on YouTube Live.
Yeah, Christian's been very good. He's reading them all and letting us know.
Yes. You can also follow us if you want to follow us on our own social media. We often talk about YouGarden. That's our main job. But you can always follow us. My name's Sean, Shaun Ryan, presenter and plant man.
And I am Bex with an X, Edwards. And if you put My Garden, you'll find me on Instagram and Facebook as well. Yeah. If you're struggling to find us, just go onto the YouGarden page. You'll find us commenting on something on there.
Yeah, good idea actually. Yeah. And we'll generally speaking, we'll always try and get back to you. It may not be instantly.
No, we do try.
We do try.
Definitely.
But, generally
sometimes we get a lot of messages, don't we?
Yeah. And
especially Ian.
and sometimes I'm out.
He's more popular than me.
I wonder about that. Not about that. But sometimes I'm actually just out in the gardening, you know, with my phone switched off. I might be there all day with the phone off, so I will always get back eventually.
That is the best way to spend a day, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
In the garden,
I'll be honest,
switch your phone
when I
off.
garden, I do tend to try and
definitely.
ditch the phone.
Definitely.
Right.
This is a good one.
It's a really good. In fact, my mum, morning mum, if she's
Morning,
watching, she spotted this one. She's she's like, you've got to order me the Pretty Polly.
Do you know what? I am taking your mum's lead. Your mum is in her 80s, isn't she?
She is.
Been gardening for all her life. I think she knows a thing or two.
She does, and she still gardens now. Bless her.
Yeah.
It takes a while, and she struggles, but she does it.
No, I'm taking her.
I think it's kept you. I think without a garden, I don't be dramatic, but I don't know. I just don't. It's kept you going.
It keeps you going.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Lynn mum was complaining the other day that she's old, and I was like, you're not. She's not. She gets out and she's in there and she's gardening, and it keeps her active and it keeps her doing her thing.
Yeah.
So I'm all for it.
I think it helps keep the weight down as well. You're burning calories when you're gardening, aren't you?
Totally.
Right, anyway, Pretty Polly Blushing Peach.
Okay, so we think you should go for this because it is the most beautiful plant, and we'll get into that. But also, if you are struggling to get to that £30 mark, or you're just underneath it and you're like, what else shall I put in my basket? This is one of the items we think that you should put in your basket, because this will tip you over that £30. You probably, if it's a £29 basket and you enter this in, it'll take you over that £30, stop you from paying the postage, and you'll be spending less, plus you'll be getting some beautiful plants. Honestly, this one's the one to add in. But let's talk about how beautiful this is for starters, because it's worthy of putting into your basket in its own right, not just as a, fill your basket thing. Pretty Polly Blushing Peach. What a title, because it really does say what that is. Look at those gorgeous flowers. The peachy colour with that blush pink around the edge. These are absolutely stunning, and these are going to give you such gorgeous winter colour, winter and spring colour.
I know it sounds silly, but I get quite emotional looking at those.
I think they're so pretty.
Do you know, I did see one in a garden centre. Now, it was, admittedly, it was a bigger plant, but it was $4.99 for one.
Was it?
Yeah, it was a bigger plant, but yeah, it was.
It won't take long to get to that size.
That's what I thought.
These are nice and compact. They're 30 by 30 centimetres, so foot by foot, 12 inches.
And do you know what? If you're on a really tight budget today, you could just buy those if you wanted to. You'll still get your free sweet peas worth
Yes,
$9.99.
absolutely. Make sure you put in that code YGTV43. You'll have those and those sweet peas. That would be a great little basket.
But I reckon if you can get your basket, as Beck says, to £30, you get free delivery and everything. So that's a great one, just to tip your basket over £30 if it's a little bit shy.
And remember, this is a woodland plant again, so this isn't one that needs that full sunshine. We need to recreate a woodland area, so it actually is going to thrive in part shade, in dappled shade, underneath bushes, underneath trees. This will be the best spot for this. I think you should plant all three of those together in one spot.
I agree.
Because then it'll create a really beautiful display, and I think it's a standout one. So rather than mixing it in with others, I think it needs its own, personal place.
I think you would agree.
I think it would agree as well.
And over the years, they will form clumps, so you
They
can
will.
divide them and get more and more and more. That's 480-866. One of the most beautiful primulas we have ever seen here on YouGarden, and that is half price today, just £6.49. Now, dare I say that Christmas is getting close. I can say that because I think when the clocks change this weekend and they go back, suddenly it really feels like winter, doesn't it?
Absolutely, yes.
And Christmas becomes, a little bit more prominent in our minds. So we've got a great gift for you right now.
Love this
I
idea.
think this is. I actually love the metal trough, don't you?
I think this is great because not
it's so
only are you
nice.
getting that. I mean, you get everything that you need in here basically, because this has got those compost pellets in there as well. So all you have to do is soak those. You're getting your muscari and your narcissi included in there. Both of those varieties have the Royal Horticultural Society Award of Garden Merit. So you're getting amazing plants. Great combination with that purple and the yellow of the daffs included, plus that metal trough, something that will last for years and years because it'll just keep coming back for you. You can then you can keep them in the trough. You can plant them out into your borders. You can use the trough for something else. But it is a fantastic little gift for somebody. This is just brilliant. You grow your own on there. It does have have all of the instructions that you need on the back there. It's all labelled for you. I love those rope handles that you've got on there as well. If you multi-ordered these and bought 2 or 3, the display you'd get would be amazing. In fact, can I just pull that? I'm sure I did it. Hang on. I've just taken it out. I want to show you inside it.
Fine.
You're laughing
no,
at
just
me.
a bit heavy-handed. She's like, yeah.
Yank it away. So that's what you're getting inside there, look. So
Brilliant.
there's your bulbs in there. Those are your compost bits, pellets that you'll soak in water, and then that'll form the compost. And then all you're going to do is plant your bulbs into there as well. We've got tete-a-tete and we've got our muscari. They're labelled. They will go in there, and the display you're going to get from that is absolutely beautiful.
I like that a lot.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it just as an easy way of planting bulbs yourself, but as you said, as a gift for somebody, even as a Christmas gift, they would still be able to plant those,
They
wouldn't
would.
they? And you'd still get those beautiful displays.
Yeah.
You don't need to plant them right now.
And again, if you add that to your order, you won't pay postage if you get your basket to over £30. I just love the trough.
I think it's
Really
great.
tasteful, isn't it?
It'll last for a lot of years as well.
And the muscari and the nasticide together look really, really good. I think blue and yellow.
Yeah,
still,
it's a really nice combination, that, isn't
and
it?
I like the fact that everything's there. You compost everything. You know, what you need to do is plant it up and give it a little water.
Ready-made gift, all in one.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I'm thinking I might buy that one from no, from my mum. I was thinking from my mum.
Okay, yeah, she'd love that.
Oh, hang on, if she's watching that, I've spoiled it now. Oh well.
She probably didn't hear it.
No.
Say it quietly.
Her hearing's not that great.
Just say it really
Bless her.
quietly.
But
Morning, Carol.
I love that. I think it's lovely. Anyway, we better move on.
Yeah, let's do it. This is the other basket filler.
Yes. So if if your basket's kind of at say £25 right now, whatever. What about these? These are our Primrose Benelli bicolour mix. These are only $5.99. In fact, Christian hasn't worked with us for a few weeks. This is all a low price. They are. They've gone down by an extra £4 from our previous price. And what a lovely mix. This is called the bicolour mix because many of the primroses are going to have 2 different colours. Like this one here, it's got the lovely kind of...
Colour.
It's like an indigo blue, isn't it? That one.
It's almost purpley.
Yeah, with the white and even like a little hint of yellow in the middle. That's gorgeous.
I think that is a gorgeous colour combination, and you are getting that bicolour mix included in here. 10 plants included, which is what, 59p a plant? You're kidding me. That is incredible value,
really
isn't
is.
it? That's really, really good. And this is a great one to fill your basket with, not only because it'll get you over that £30, but because you will get 10 primrose plants included. And we love primrose. Why? Because they flower all the way through the winter. You can see that gorgeous one that's in flower now. The rest are ready to pop into flower for you. Normally flowering any time from November all the way through to around April next year. So gorgeous, bright, beautiful, bold colours all through those winter months, forming those clumps again so that you can divide them and spread them out. Another woodland plant, so another one that actually is going to do quite well in, a part shady position, underneath your trees, underneath your bushes, those sorts of things.
I just love primroses for winter colour.
I think they're really pretty.
And aren't they? They're such a vibrant mix, isn't it?
Yeah, really. I think they're bold colours. So your primula, your pretty polly, those are more muted colours, but a gorgeous combination. These are bright and bold, aren't they?
These are, hello, it may be winter, but we're still going to party.
Hello.
Yes, we're going to party in winter. Just deadhead them. They'll keep flying. just take the dead flowers off, and you just get more and more and more. And again, over the years, they're going to form clumps. You can divide them, and they're just... I just think primroses are such good value.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
Yeah, because they just keep going. I mean, they're mostly treated as annuals. A lot of people treat them as annuals, but you can actually, keep them as perennial plants, divide them, constantly multiply the displays you're getting. They're great.
Yeah. And they've only worked out just under 60 pence per plant.
Oh, we haven't got those lovely pots this week, have we? We were doing a deal last week with the 10 little pots.
Oh, yeah. I will say, though, actually, again, although we've got a really good selection on the live shows, you can actually, if you're putting together an order, you can also just buy anything from our website. So if you think, I could do with some pots, we've got a whole section of pots on our website. We've got,
Honestly, there's thousands of products.
top there, look, we've got Christmas, we've got outdoor living, garden essentials, fruit and veg, trees and shrubs, roses. Don't forget, we are on QVC this weekend.
Yes.
10 till 12 with the amazing award-winning Harkness roses. They've won over 25 medals at Chelsea, haven't they?
I know, it's incredible.
Yeah.
And they won a silver gilt medal at Chelsea just this year.
I know.
Amazing.
So they are. So we've got, Harkness Roses on QVC this weekend at 10 till 12. But yeah, you can shop the website here on YouGarden, put whatever you want in your basket. The only thing you always need to remember is to put that special code in, which is YGTV43, because that unlocks lots of extra promotions, and it will give you your free super scented sweet peas as well, worth £9.99. Right, Bex, we've also got over here
the pansies.
Pansy Matrix.
Yeah, love this little pansy. Oh, I mean, you're getting excellent value here because you're getting 12 plug plants, but it's buy one, get one free. So you're getting 24 plug plants included.
Your maths is good this morning,
I know,
Bex.
I'm doing all right, aren't I?
Yes.
Look at the colour of that.
I know.
That is so. I love that deep, deep blue colour, and then it's got a shock of yellow right in the centre of there. That is so pretty. Absolutely adore
Pansies
this
just
one.
have such happy faces, don't they?
They really do.
Look at them.
They're very winter hardy. They're going to flower in those winter months for you. They're going to keep going into spring as well. They look beautiful. Oh, look at that colour.
I know.
They look absolutely gorgeous in your borders or your pots. So you can put them into the tops of hanging baskets as well. You're getting a mixture of such vibrant colours here, and this is just going to banish all of those winter blues. Once we start feeling like winter is a bore and we can't wait for it to be over, I know we're all excited about, we get to wear boots and sweaters. Soon you're going to be over that, and you're going to be thinking, I can't wait for spring.
I'm all right up to Christmas and New Year, and then I get really flat in January. Because you always feel, let's be honest, you always feel like,
You've still got ages to
I always
go.
feel like bloated and sluggish.
I put on loads of weight over Christmas.
January's,
I've got no money left.
January's hideous, isn't it?
It is hideous.
February's not much better.
Also, it's my birthday in January, so I hate that month.
That's a bad month to have a birthday, isn't it?
Bad month.
One of my best friends' birthday is 6th of January, and nobody wants to.
Yours is worse, though, isn't it?
20th of December. Yeah, mine. I just don't bother with mine, to be honest.
Yeah, it's just such a shame, though.
I think the trouble is, a lot of my aunties and uncles, they always bought me that joint Christmas and birthday present.
So my son is born he was the 1st of December, so it's a bit further away from Christmas, but he's still in December. My husband's always been very strict on it. Like, we can't get the Christmas decorations out until after his birthday. He's incredibly strict about that.
That's good.
Because of
So I've never
reason.
bothered that much. Although, to be honest, on my big birthdays, when I recently celebrated my 30th, for example, I did. But I'll never get away with that one, will I?
No.
But yeah, I've celebrated my big birthdays.
Yes.
But
But not the
anyway,
others.
we digress.
Sorry.
When winter's
You come for a bit
really
of the chat, right?
boring and horrible, then you've got your winter bedding here with this fabulous Pansy Matrix mix.
Yeah.
Buy 12, get 12, absolutely free. Postage included. One thing we will say, look, you can plant pansies any time of the winter.
You can.
But if you plant them now, while it's still a bit warmer, while there's still a bit more light around.
Look at those faces.
Oh, look at them.
Sorry.
But you will get far better displays because they'll get a head start.
Yeah, we still need some of the slightly warmer weather in order for them to establish and get going. So as Sean said, yeah, absolutely, plant them out whenever you want to, really. But if you want the bigger displays, now is really the time to get on it. And look at those lovely faces. I do love pansies. I love violas. I love them all because of those gorgeous mixture of faces and the bright, vibrant colours. And you get a lovely light scent from these as well. And they're nice and compact. These only reaching about 20 by 20 centimetres. So these are great for your pots and great for the tops of your hanging baskets.
Can I just say, by the way, thank you to everyone that's watching.
Good morning.
Oh, do you know what we've got?
Still morning.
Yes. I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah. We've got so many plans with YouGarden in 2024.
We really
big,
have.
Big plans.
We're so happy you're joining us. And
you're there at the start of the
come on this journey.
Yeah. You are there right at the beginning. We've only been broadcasting now for about 2 months. Just to give you an idea of our background, YouGarden always supplied the plants on our previous shopping channel.
Yep.
We now work directly with them. We broadcast from an 11-acre nursery. We're in a potting shed. And do you know, I know you feel the same. We feel it's a lot more real here.
Yeah.
Because we actually are, we drive to work and we're driving to the nursery.
We drive into the nursery. It's not a TV studio. Although we've got
Well, it
cameras
is
and
in here,
stuff.
but it's in the middle of the nursery.
It is right in the middle of the nursery with all the people that look after the plants.
And also because it's direct, you know, I'm not being funny, but, you know, we just can do, I think it's a lot easier to do better deals and it's a bit more flexible. And also it's just lovely that we can interact with you as well.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah,
So,
it's really good.
So, yeah, thank you to everybody. And we've got massive plans next year. And we are partnering with the biggest and for us the best shopping channel in the UK, QVC.
That's right.
You know?
We're going to be on there this Sunday. This show will still be happening. Our wonderful Adam Walcott, who is an award-winning garden designer, plus the lovely Hayley Green is coming in to do the show. So please still tune into this. Join us on QVC. Watch on Catch Up. Yeah. And then we'll be back again. Normal service resumes next week.
We would love you to. You know, we've got Heartless Roses on QVC, some really special ones. So you've got to tune in. It's between 10 and 12. We'll be popping up here and there, won't we?
Yeah, we will. Yeah.
Yes. I've been choosing my wardrobe, have you?
I know. I was doing it yesterday. I sent you that picture. This is what I'm wearing.
I know.
Isn't it silly?
Well, we have to wrap up in the potting shed, but
we don't have to there, do we?
So we've got loads happening, and so we want you to be part of the journey.
It's cold today.
YouGarden. Our tagline is gardening for everybody, and we really mean that. No matter how big, how small your garden, no matter how experienced you are, we are here to help. And if we don't know the answers to your questions, we do just consult our head gardener, Peter.
We do indeed, yeah.
Right, we've got some newbies now. Should we start this side?
Yeah, all right.
So I was saying yes. Now I grew this as a kid. I say I grew it. We had a garden as a kid, and I'd forgotten the correct name for it, but I remember it very clearly as a shrub. And it had the most wonderful, you'll see them in a second, orange flowers. It's a little bit, it sort of spreads this one. So it's sort of like, it does grow up, but it grows across.
It goes across, it grows up. You can kind of train it up a wall as well. It'll grow to about 2.5 metres. But it does form nice, a nice sort of dense shrub on there as well. You get a blaze of colour in the springtime where those flowers come on around March, April and May time. And then later on, about September, October, what you get, those flowers, look at those. Well, those come on before the before the leaves.
A bit like a magnolia.
Which
so
I really like that because it really stands out.
Yeah,
and then you get the leaves forming on there as well, which creates that lovely contrast you can see. And then later on in the year, around now, September, October time, you get these lovely little fruits, like apple-like fruits on there.
We should say it's a raw fruit, they're not edible.
No, you can make them into jellies, I believe, but you can't eat it off the plant.
No.
But yes, you can make them into jellies
But
if
they're
you
really
want
nice
to.
and ornamental.
Yeah, they're really, really pretty. And do you know what? Even if you don't do anything with them, it'll invite like birds and stuff into your garden, which is a wonderful thing.
The deal today, if you double up on these, 2 for $14.99.
Oh, that's good.
It's amazing. And you'll get your free sweet pea seeds, don't forget, worth nearly £10 as well.
Excellent.
But I do think those flowers look amazing on this one.
They do look amazing. And what's even more incredible is that these grow well in shade. So you don't need a full sunny position for these. These will still do quite well in shade. So to get that blaze of colour in a shady corner in springtime, I think is really, really quite incredible. There aren't many plants that will do that for you, and this is one of them.
I just remember as a child, it looked fantastic. And I love it. You do get different colours, but this is the orange trail, which is really quite powerful.
And it's almost red, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very, very orange,
really
but almost
nice.
a red colour.
And again, very easy to grow. It doesn't mind any kind of soil type, does it either?
No, I don't think it does. I don't think you need anything specific. No. I think it can probably even grow in quite poor soil as well. So, I think this is. So if you're new to gardening, if you're a beginner gardener, if you don't really know what you're doing, this is probably a really easy one for you. If you've got a shady corner to fill, this is a good one for you. If you're a busy gardener and you want something that doesn't require too much attention, this is a good one for you. But this is going to give you that bright splash of colour that, is very much needed in around March, April time. As I said, things are starting to pop up through the ground, but we haven't got that full-on blaze of colour yet. This is going to give it to you.
And we often say that when you're planning your garden, you really want interest every single month, don't you?
Yeah.
You don't want your garden only to look good for 1 month of the year. So, think about early flowering shrubs, and that one is going to be absolutely superb. Brilliant deal. I mean, look, you are getting 2 of those, and these are really well established already. 2 for £14.99.
Yeah, you can see how that's going to sort of climb up, can't you? You can see how that's growing. That's
but they're really easy to trim, to prune back, really easy as well. Now, I've got one of these in my garden.
Lovely. The smoke bush.
Yeah, it must have been, because I live in a new house, but it was on an old plot. We bought a house, knocked it down and rebuilt. And I have to say, the colour of the foliage, I just love on this.
I'm going to stand behind that way. I'm going to stand behind it so you can sort of see that against my pink there.
I mean, it's amazing, this purple.
It is absolutely beautiful,
colour,
isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It's a nice contrast to the usual greens that we get in the garden.
Yeah,
We've
yeah.
been saying this when we've had any of these kind of darker foliage plants. You know, because we do get a lot of green foliage in our garden, so it's lovely to have this kind of one there. You get these kind of feathery flowers on here in the summer, which gives it a bit of a hazy look, which is where the smoke bush name comes from. It is absolutely fully hardy, so this is not one that you need to worry about. It comes to you with that lifetime guarantee from us at YouGarden. If it fails to thrive, if it dies, we will replace it for you free of charge. All you have to do is cover the postage cost. It has the Royal Horticultural Society Award of Garden Merit as well, so another one that's been trialled and tested and shown to be a proven performer. It is deciduous, so it will drop its leaves, but it does spring back for you, and it's going to thrive in most soil types as well. So this is another one that if you've got relatively poor soil, it's probably not going to be too much of a problem. And it's really easy to maintain as well, isn't it?
Really,
Don't need to do too much to it.
I've never touched mine. I mean, it's an old. It's old. It's one of my garden.
I think you can trim it just if you want to sort of maintain.
I think I've taken a few of the dead bits off. Mine's been there. I think it's been there decades, honestly.
Really?
Yeah. So I've trimmed a bit. Yeah, back of it. I've done very little with it. I think I'm right in saying the more sunnier spot, the more purple the leaves.
Yeah, probably. Definitely wants to be in a sunny spot. So I imagine that will. That will
really
then translate to the colour of the leaves, yeah.
I mean, mine's in the sunny spot and it looks magnificent.
But you see, look at those fuzzy, that's where it gets that kind of name from, because it gets that fuzzy look to it. So the smoke bush. I did learn how to say the name, so I'm going to say it just because I learned it. Cotinus cagigria.
There you go.
Just because I learn.
I love it.
I have to show off. When
See, I must admit, I always know the common names for plants, but I'm not, sometimes I'm a bit rusty on some of these.
I like to learn.
Yeah, no, it's good.
I think it's fun, but I tend to go for the common names.
Yeah, I do. I run a garden club in our village that Bex kindly spoke at a few weeks ago. But it's great there's a couple of ladies there that know every Latin name and they're brilliant. I always rely on them. I'm like, oh
yes, that's right. Yes. That's what I was going to say.
But between us, we have a wealth of knowledge, and the same on the shows. As I say, there's a great team here. Between us, we've got amazing knowledge. Right. So do you want to say it one more time?
Cotinus cagigria.
There you go. The Cotinus congregria. Cotinus congregria. Yeah.
Smoke bush.
Smoke bush. Yeah. I love the easy names.
I'm mirroring you now. Look, that was a bit weird.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Let's remind you of some of the great plans we've had on the show today with YouGarden TV. Right, so we've got an offer on. Spend £30, get free postage and packaging. So, if you're a bit shy of £30, we've got a few little basket fillers for you. This is one of them. It's a Primula Pretty Polly Blushing Peach. It's a lovely double Primula. These almost like mini roses, aren't they? You've got the swirl of the peach into the pink there. Like all Primulas, they're happy in a shady spot. They're happy in a woodland area. They're a great winter flower. They will come back year after year, and they will form clumps that you can easily divide as well. But that's just a really beautiful variety. I think there's really subtle and delicate about the colour palette there. Really great value. You're getting 3 plants ready to go, 480866. Now, don't forget, we've also got our head gardener selection of shrubs. Now, Peter McDermott put these together especially for our viewers today. And what you've got here, 3 wonderful shrubs that will give you flowers all the way from April to potentially October time. So think about that, something always happening in your garden when it comes to flowers from April, which, I mean, you think about April is not, well, things are beginning to come back, but, it's an early month, isn't it? And that starts with the ceanothus, bottom left there, all the way through to October time as well. And the shrubs, relatively easy to, well, very easy to grow. They will, I think, in any sort of garden, whether you've got a big garden, small garden, I think that will just add so much. You know, that's working out. I'm just counting the months of April, May, June, July, August, September, October, about 7 months of the year there. And that's 511486 at just £12.99. Now, also some more primroses, but this is the Benelli mix. Now, these are bicolour. So a lot of the primroses in this collection will actually have 2 or 3 colours in the individual flowers. Again, winter colour, easy to grow. Finding a shady spot, don't need too much attention. I do think primroses benefit from deadheading. So sometimes when the flowers go over, they go a bit mushy because there's been too much rain or whatever. Just pinch them off and then more buds will continue. And they are working out less than 60 pence per plant. Don't forget, if you are one of our discount club members, you get 10% off all the plants that we have got on the show today, 410011. And working out just £5.99. Now we've got a lovely little gift idea next. Really like this one. And it is a metal trough planter. Now the planter can go outside, so it's fine going outside. Included is the compost and all of your bulbs as well. And you've got the mascara, those lovely grape hyacinths, as I call them, mixed in with the gorgeous yellow narcissi. So everything is there. You know, all you need to do is literally add a bit of water to the compost, pop your bulbs in, and you're going to have the most amazing display. And those are only $14.99. I love those. I think they're really attractive. It's a gorgeous metal planter, that one, 160887. And now we've got some new pansies on the show, and these are the Pansy Matrix. Again, fully hardy for the winter months there. Lots of smiley, bright faces, and great for pots, hanging baskets, beds, borders, you name it. But there's some lovely colours and varieties in those. I love the little faces on pansies, don't you? They always look so high, you know, happy and smiley, and just gorgeous in the darkest of winter's months. $14.99, and it is a buy one get one absolutely free. 400-373 is the item number for those. Then we brought you this fantastic smoke bush, as we've called it, I have to say, having one of these in my garden, the foliage, the colour of it really stands out. Particularly if you contrast that with something that's maybe a bright green or of a lime green. It is the Cotinus cogigrea. Is that right, Bex?
Cotinus cogigrea.
Cotinus cogigrea. I call it the smoke bush, a lot easier. But Cotinus cogigrea. I did always wonder what the correct name was for that was, actually, seriously. I've had it in my garden years, but I love the foliage. You do get the little white flowers, but for me, most people grow this for the foliage, and it does, in a sunny spot, you really, really get the fabulous royal purple there. 510395, and only £14.99. And then the quince was next. Now, when I say quince, it's not a real quince. This is an ornamental quince, so it gives you a fantastic floral display in early sort of springtime, so March, April. Then the leaves will follow, and the colours on this particular variety really bright and vibrant. That orange is fantastic, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. Now we are doing a special offer, $9.99, but if you pull up, you can get 2 of those for $14.99. And this is a great one for just spreading. So obviously you get the height, but it does spread naturally sideways as well. So it's a great filler. It's really low maintenance, and so the flowers are really bright and vibrant on this one as well. That's the orange trail there, the ornamental quince. So the fruits, it forms what look like more like little apples. They're not edible in their raw state, but cooked you can use them in preserves and things like that. 510957. Then we brought you our perennial geraniums. Now these are the tiny monsters, busy for these. Amazing value. Do you know, I only recently started using hardy geraniums in my beds and borders, and I love them. They're really hard working. They flower for pretty much most of the summer. They tend to spread, so they naturally fill in gaps. And the great thing about that is, if you have got gaps, you'll get weeds, but these tend to really help suppress the weeds as well. And they come back year after year. Now, they will disappear. So they are herbaceous, they'll disappear completely during the winter months, but they'll come back bigger and stronger every single year. 560635 for just £9.99. And then another great perennial, cannot recommend Echinacea enough. Now, there are many different varieties. We've had several of them on the YouGarden show already, but this is a beauty because if you love bright, vibrant orange, this is the one to go for. It is the Papillo orange variety. You get 3 in the 9cm pots, saving £17 today, just £12.97. 560895 for that incredible Echinacea. Again, you get big open flowers. As the flowers age slightly, the petals just start to droop down, exposing that wonderful crown in the centre that the bees and butterflies will love. But if you love colour en masse, that will just give you a bed of orange that will look absolutely sensational. And they're normally £10 each. £12.97, 560895. Now, we've just heard how busy we are. We need to quickly remind you of a few things. So, brand new free gift today. Where's my board gone, Bex? Have you got it?
Oh.
Where do look? Can you hold on to that?
I think they're probably around there.
Stay there.
Brand new free gift today, which is your sweet pea seeds. You get 50 of those in there, and these are absolutely free with purchase. All you have to do is enter the code YGTV43 when you're placing your order, and they will automatically be added to your basket.
Now, over the summer months, you are going to get all of these sweet peas. You need to pick them because the more you pick them, the more they'll flower. Don't let seed pods form because then they just give up and think, right, my job's done. No more flowers. I'm busy producing seeds. No. Be cruel to be kind. Keep picking those flowers.
Yeah, but that's great because you can bring them indoors and you have that lovely scent indoors. Keep picking them.
And these are a particularly fragrant variety.
They are.
You know, they really, out of all the sweet peas that we've brought you, these are known specifically for their fragrance. And also, they do produce long stems on this particular variety, so ideal for cut flower. So you need to use the offer code YGTV43, but also, look at this. We are extending the free postage on all orders over £30.
That's it. That's absolutely brilliant. We've given you some suggestions of what to add into your basket if you need to just tip over that £30 mark. The Primrose Benelli, the Pretty Polly Blushing Peach, those two items are the lowest cost items on the show. But if you can't get to the £30, completely understand. Everybody's got a budget to go by, but if you can, that is going to be the best value for you.
Yeah, and so there's loads of items on our website. So even if you shop outside of the show, so to speak, but just go to YouGarden.
Last week somebody went and bought a packet of cucumber seeds to just tip it over that extra £30 border there.
Thinking.
Brilliant, do it.
Yeah.
And if you want more than one pack of seeds and you're placing a big order, do it in multiple orders and you'll get more packets of seeds.
Yeah,
just
not a
enter
problem
the code
whatsoever.
YGTV43 this
week 43, isn't
That's it.
That means there's only 9 weeks till Christmas.
Oh my word.
Yeah, week 52 is Christmas. 9 weeks.
Halloween next week, that's what I'm thinking about first.
Halloween,
Kids.
Yeah, you're not mad on it?
I mean, it's fun. I don't mind it. I quite like it. I always buy the sweets. I'm always there at the door. I love seeing all the little kiddies come around. Mine are just that bit older now.
Yeah.
They're not the cute ones, that come round, take out, grab a handful of sweets.
It's the kids that look scary now.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway,
mine's one of them.
We jest. But you will get your sweet peas. Do you know what? It's a great time of the year, though, isn't it, still for planting, autumn, and all that we can always say, everything on the show that we've got is ready for planting now.
Yeah, well, this is the big thing about what we do at YouGarden with these particular shows. So what we bring you is definitely things you should be doing in your your garden now. So you can plant everything. Great time for perennial planting, bulb planting, bare root planting. This is the window of opportunity. But it's also about what would be interesting in your garden right now. So, you know, we're bringing you things like the Kinameles, for example. That would be bearing its lovely little fruits right now. So it's all about what you should be doing in your garden right now, or what is interesting in your garden right now.
Cool. Right, we've got bulbs now. This is our bulb bonanza live in YouGarden. It is a bulb bonanza. I mean, I'm just looking here. I'm actually excited about these. Now, the tulips, these Angel's Wish. Oh my word!
So pretty. Look at the colour of those. I mean, we're talking about a pure white tulip. It does start with that lovely kind of flash of yellow when it first flowers, but then it turns fully white as the flower itself matures. Love that. It's going to be so bright white. Can you imagine that in that spring sunshine? That's going to be amazing.
And we should say these are particularly big bulbs as well.
They are.
Look at these. All the bulbs are graded, and you'll see the size. Actually, I think, Bex, of all the tulips we've had,
they're probably the biggest ones.
I think they are. Are they 11, 12 size, does it say?
Look. Yeah, 11, 12. Yeah. It says on the packaging there. They are a decent size here, and they're really good quality. Look, as I show you through the packaging, none of them are squishy, none of them are broken. They are all incredibly well graded and very, very good quality. Every single one of those contains the embryo to then create that beautiful display.
And I've got a feeling they are going to be big flowers on that.
I think they're going to be big, aren't they? I mean, we're saying sort of 50 centimetres height, but I think the size of that flower is potentially going to be, you know, one of the bigger ones. It's a beautiful, you know, classic tulip cup shape you're getting on there.
I'll be honest, they're not one of the cheapest tulips we've had, but they are one of the most beautiful. They're extraordinary, aren't they?
So these apparently have a notable floral scent to them as well. So I think these are potentially going to be more scented than other tulips.
And I love that little strip of light yellow.
It's gorgeous.
It's really nice, aren't they?
Classy.
Oh,
that's a very classy tulip there. Royal Horticultural Society Award of Garden Merit on this one as well. So this one has been tested as a proven performer. Easy to grow, give it a sunshine spot, plant them out. I mean, I think we're getting to the stage where tulips, you can sort of plant those out now, because you can't plant those too early as far as bulbs are concerned, because they can rot. But I think we're getting to the stage now where it's going to be okay to get your tulips out.
I've put mine in.
Have you done it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll be
Not
okay.
all of them, but I
think we'll be okay now.
But brand new today, they are called the Angel's Wish. Absolutely stunning. 600,398, just $11.99 with free postage. Now, we've also got, coming up now, the complete spring collection for you.
We love this. I'm missing a bag somewhere. So you get 7 varieties. They come to you in this big bag, but for some reason I'm missing one. I'm missing the daffodils.
We'll pretend.
We'll pretend. In fact, what I can do is...
I can find you something that looks like that.
Here we go. Look, I'm going to steal these ones. These are coming up in a minute. These are different daffodils. But let me just put that there.
So you've got 7. Right, these have been a massive seller this last week. I'm not surprised. 300 bulbs. You are saving £20 on these. They're only £9.99. Works out, get this, less than 4 pence per bulb.
I know. It really is incredible value, and particularly when you think how long these are going to flower for. So with this 7 different varieties included, you are going to get colour in your garden from February all the way through till June time with this, because of 7 varieties flowering at different times.
So should we start off with the first one to flower?
Yes, let's do it.
So we were looking at the crocus.
Yeah, 15 crocus included in there. February, March time is when the crocus are going to flower for you, reaching about 20 centimetres in height. Great for planting as drifts in your lawns, but you can put them into pots and borders and do whatever you want with those.
And then if you go over to the other side, these are going to be next around at the same time.
Yeah, about March time. Iphions are going to come out. You are getting 80 of those.
80. Wow.
There are a lot, because these are compact. They're small. They don't fill a massive space.
They're probably, out of all of them, the smallest, about 20 centimetres.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
But they don't spread wide. No. So this is why there's a lot in there, because you are going to want to plant lots of those all together.
They are really pretty though. Really
lovely.
Pretty.
I like those.
Then we've got our narcissus, haven't we, down the front there?
Yeah, so then it'll be the daffodils, and these are the miniature ones.
Lovely.
These are the lovely little ones. And you're getting 15 of those included. March, April time, we know, we love daffodils.
Now, I think you would spend £9.99 just for the tulips because you get 30 of those, don't you?
You do indeed, yeah. 30 of the Tulip Triumph, and then
Amazing.
lovely mixture of the colours included in there as well. April, May time, classic, sturdy, reaching about 50 centimetres in height with your tulip.
Honestly, I think that it's worth it just for those.
30 tulips, £9.99. That's reasonable.
And there's the Iphium. They're lovely, aren't they?
Beautiful.
Oh, right. We're only about 2/3 of the way through because we've still got the alliums
and the muscari. Yeah, so muscari is probably going to be the next one to flower for you around April, May time. 30 of those included. One of my favourites in that whole bunch there because a couple of reasons. They're quite vigorous. They multiply. You can create a carpet of those because they just multiply. But they pop up out of the ground and then they disappear. They're leaving no trace behind, and I quite like that. They tidy up after themselves. They're neat.
And then finally, you've got two wonderful varieties of alliums there.
Indeed. The Molly, you're getting 80 of those, and the Neapolitanum, which are the white ball-shaped ones, 50 of those. May, June time is when you're going to get those. They reach about 40, 50 centimetres in height as well.
That's just such good value.
It's amazing value. You'll transform an area very, very quickly and easily with that. All of them winter hardy. They're all going to sort of naturalise for you. Very versatile. Pots, borders, drifts in your lawns for some of those. Easy to grow, wildlife friendly, use them as cut flowers, but incredible value for money.
Yeah, I'm just looking there, that's just... It's fantastic, isn't it?
It is, it's really
from,
good.
Of course, is here live at YouGarden today, 630-050. And you are currently saving, we have got those all on offer today, saving £20 on our usual price.
Amazing.
Yeah. Do you know, I'm getting excited. I know we're into autumn, but I get excited about planning for spring, don't you?
I really do. When I can't sleep at night, that tends to be what goes through my head. I start making plans. What I need to do is start writing them down because it's all in my head and then I forget. But yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I love that idea.
And
there's one border out the front that I want to do something with. I'm going to get rid of the lavender. I love lavender. Don't get me wrong, but I want to. There's a lot there.
Yeah.
So I want to do something else with
and
that
it can
border.
get a bit woody sometimes, lavender, can't it?
It gets to an age where it needs to come up.
I know.
So I will put some more lavender
We all
somewhere
get to that
else.
age, don't we? We're slightly past our best.
I will put lavender somewhere else, but that's the border I'm planning.
By the way, you lovely gardening friends at home, do message us. We're live until 1 o'clock.
We are.
Then we're back this afternoon, 2 till 4.
2 till 4.
And we're the same on Thursday, 10 till 1, 2 till 4. And then Sunday, 10 till 2, but we're not here. The show's still running. We've got so Adam and Hayley, but we're going to be on QVC between 10 and 12 with Harkness Roses from YouGarden.
Exciting.
So try and join us. Elaine's joined us. Good morning, Elaine.
Good morning, Elaine. How are we
Now,
doing?
Elaine, and Alwyn's joined us.
There you go. Oh, she's popped to the opticians. She's going to catch up later. Because you can catch up, by the way. If you ever miss a show, you need to go onto the YouGarden website. There's a little section where you can watch us live, or there's another section where you can catch up on previous shows. They're normally up there within 24 hours or so.
They are.
And there's normally 3 or 4 weeks worth of shows that you can actually go back and watch.
I'm really sad. I sometimes watch the shows back even though I presented.
I do too.
So there you go. So you always look for the little TV icon, and look, if you ever miss a show, then just go to the yellow box, and there you see there's Sunday's show. And we'll go back several weeks as long as the offers are still valid or the products are still in stock as well. So you can always say catch up anytime you like.
Same jumper there.
Was that the same jumper?
No, it was the same jumper.
I've just treated
I've
myself
only got
to
so many.
Well, I've just treated myself to a new selection of gilets.
Well done, you.
Yeah.
I might have to do something similar.
But it was buy 2 get 1 free. So right, we're going to move on to something really unusual for you next. This is the oxalis. I mean, my word, these are they're called candy cane because you can see they're like swirls of candy cane.
You can see exactly why, can't you? Don't eat them though, will you?
No, definitely not.
These are incredibly unusual. This is, and I do love something a bit weird and wonderful, and this is weird and wonderful. Raspberry ripple, funnel-shaped, gorgeous little flowers here, and they don't get massive. We're only talking maybe 25 centimetres height, 10 centimetres spread. I think these are so pretty, but these are going to flower for you over winter. So once you do say from November that they normally will flower. So it depends when you get them home and when you plant them out. But yes, they will flower for you over those winter months. They will be a proper little talking point, won't they?
They're really unusual, aren't they?
They're really unusual. I think they're incredibly interesting. And they're quite easy to grow. You just need to plant them out, put them into a pot. They're going to be gorgeous. And you were saying, actually, when we had these on a show a few weeks ago, they actually create a bit of a Christmas feel to them. Just because of the colours. You could create a bit of a Christmas display.
If you put those in red pots or something like that.
Yeah. And you can plant these out from now, anytime, through to December time, not a problem. They're hardy down to about -5. You might want to put a layer of mulch over the bottom of them just to help them along. But these are just going to be a real talking point. They're a bit unusual. I love things a bit unusual. Yeah. They're small bulbs, by the way. They're not massive.
They don't look much.
They don't look much, but they're going to create something absolutely gorgeous. Look at those. Those are the bulbs that you're getting, but that is the display that they're going to create.
Fair, I think it's really unusual. It's nice to try something different, isn't it? 63003.
I need to move these ones over now.
Now, bring me my Narcissi back.
I stole those.
I have to say, Bex and I, when we're looking at the bulbs, and there's loads of bulbs on the YouGarden website, but we both fell in love with these, didn't we?
Yeah, I like these.
Look at this.
I love a daff anyway. We all love daffs, don't we?
But
they remind me of Mother's Day. I remember being a kid and getting bunches of daffodils for my mum for Mother's Day because they're just so pretty. But this is a bit more unusual when it comes to the style and shape of the daffodil here. Ruffled, double-cupped flowers you're getting on here.
Oh, they look amazing.
Yeah,
They're
a close relative of the tete-a-tete.
Yes,
but they've got those lovely kind of ruffled double cups going on there as well.
And it's called boucle.
Boucle. I did look up what boucle meant, and I've forgotten. It's a French thing.
We used to have boucle. I've said boucle jackets and things before.
No, tete is head, isn't it? Boucle. I can't remember. I did look it up and I've totally forgotten.
Isn't it like I want to say like a ball, sort of like. That's it. A yarn with a loop. So you remember we used to. I remember on. A fashion show that I presented years ago. Boucle, it was a boucle jacket.
Oh, it had all the stuff down this.
Yeah, like the loops. Yeah, it's a lovely sort of weave and thread.
Oh, there you go.
So that does make sense when you look at this, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
Yes.
I love them. Honestly, so these aren't going to get huge either because, as I say, it's a relative of the tete-a-tete, so it's one of the smaller varieties, the shorter varieties. We like that, only reaching about 20 centimetres in height.
That's going to look adorable in a hanging basket of a pot,
Absolutely. I do need to get some little ones for the middle of the hanging baskets, actually, because they're just going to look lovely poking out the middle of those. Winter hardy, naturalising for you. I think these would be great in the grass, actually, to plant these as a drift, as a display through your lawns, because honestly in March, April time it's rare for you to cut lawns, isn't it? I did a whole drift of daffodils in a lawn in a house I previously lived in, and it was so pretty to look out at those pops of yellow just contrasting against the green.
Oh, I think that's a gorgeous variety.
I like that
variety. I do
variety.
as well. So it is the double daffodils, the Tete Boucle, $11.99, and if you're looking for something a little bit more unusual, a little bit more exotic, I think that's really, really pretty. And do you know, if you're just buying those today, postage is included, you'd still get your free sweet peas, which are worth £9.99, don't forget. So, lots of you putting together orders for over £30 where you get free delivery, but, if it's just one little order, you'll still get your free sweet peas, which
put the code in.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
You have to put the code in.
You do.
You won't get it so the code is down there, YGTV43. So when you place your order, there's an area on the right-hand side where it asks if you've got a code. Put that code in, otherwise those will not get added to your basket.
Now, our bulb bonanza is nearly come to a close. Our last item for you. Well, there's loads. Yeah, there's loads more bulbs on the website, and we've got a few little accessories to help you plant your bulbs as well.
Yes, we have.
But our final section of bulbs we're going to show you for the time being is our allium collection. 100 of these for only $14.99, and you've got so many wonderful varieties, different heights, different colours, slightly different shapes in here.
Yeah, sizes, all of that. Absolutely, you're getting 7 different varieties in here. They're all very tough, very hardy, giving you an explosion of colour. That picture actually doesn't show you all of the varieties that you're getting, because in there you're also getting the allium molly, which are the yellow ones. But the display that you get from alliums are just incredible. They're very architectural. I think they're very incredible the way that you get these. Some of them grow to a metre, metre 20 in height, and you get these big balls of flowers at the top there. But they sit above these really strong, sturdy stems. It almost looks like it defies gravity when it happens. Let me run you through the varieties. You're getting 7 of the purple sensation, which are the bright purple spheres. You're getting 6 of the Christophy, which are the giant lilac solid spheres. You're getting 7 of the Siculum, which have got those hanging flowers. You can get up to 30 of those hanging flowers on each of them. 5 of the Nigrum, which are the big white globes. 25 of the Mollies, those are the yellow sparkler upward facing flowers. 25 of the Drumsticks, they look like drumsticks, that's quite a good description. And 25 of the Neapolitanum, which are like the white sparkler sort of upward facing ones.
Honestly, architecture, they are beautiful. Alliums look really great when they form seed pods. Some of them can look fantastic. As dried arrangements as well.
Yeah, those ones.
Yeah, they're really good.
They look really good.
Yeah,
So
they're the big ones.
The big sort of round ball-shaped ones look really good.
But,
those are the Mollies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love these. You can use them as cut flowers, you can use them as dried flowers. They come back for you year after year. They're pretty hardy, they're nice, strong stems. So, you know, they can deal with, you know, wind and you know, spring weather that you get. Yeah. They will not withstand footballs being kicked at them. I can tell you this from experience. Don't plant them where your kids play football.
No, definitely not. 49 times they work out.
Mine are going into pots this year for that reason.
You guys got bashed, didn't they?
They got bashed.
They work out less than 15 pence a bulb there. 630126. Now, we did mention we have got a few little items just to help you with your bulb planting in general. Do you know, we tried this during the week. We took one home during the week. It's really good, isn't it?
It's really good. Okay, so you've got the kind of serrated edge around the bottom here, which helps you to dig into the ground, into the earth. And then it's sort of, in fact, can we go over to the compost and do it over there?
Yeah.
Is that okay? So I can show you.
And I can honestly say, because I was a bit sceptical, I'm like, oh, you don't need that to plant your bulbs. But actually,
honestly,
it did make it easier.
It does make it a lot easier.
And you have got your planting depths on the side. It's in inches, which I like. Old money.
And it's really strong. Yeah. It's really sturdy. This is incredibly well made. So you're going to go into the ground with it, dig your hole. That serrated bit at the bottom really makes it much easier for you to dig into the ground. Twist and lift.
And look at that.
Look. The earth is inside.
And you can go
compost is inside.
To exactly the depth that you want by just looking at the side.
So you can go to the depth that you want. You've created the hole, put your bulb in, and then you can just put the compost back into the hole. There you go.
I was really impressed with it. I really was. I thought it did make the job easier.
Makes it so much easier than then. I really struggle sometimes, particularly with my clay soil. Sorry to talk about it again, but it can be difficult to dig into, can't it? Particularly with the trowel. And this makes life so much easier.
And it really does give you a far better gauge of how deep you're going, rather than when you're using a trowel.
So depending on what it is that you're planting, you can really use that gauge.
Can I just show, by the way, great brand as well.
Yeah, really
it's actually Kent & Stowe, which is a really premium brand, and we have got that for just £8.99. But yeah, I was really impressed with that. That was a great little addition. 120106. Now we've also got a bulb starter kit for you right now with added root grow. So you know if you've maybe not had great success with your bulbs in your garden, your pots, this is a great boost, isn't it?
Oh, it's a great boost. So it's going to help to increase the nutrient uptake. It gives improved flowering. It helps your prolonged flowering, better germination. You know, it's got vermiculite in there to improve the drainage and the soil aeration. It's got I can never say it. Mycorrhizal fungi.
Mycorrhizal, yeah.
There we go. Which gives it creates its own little ecosystem. Basically, the mycorrhizal fungi, which is brilliant if you're using this anywhere, but particularly if you're planting into pots, because obviously it's a container, it's on its own, so it helps to create that lovely ecosystem inside the pot. This is it's all about giving your bulbs the best start and the best continued life, basically.
God.
There's a lot of reasons to go for that.
One of the things that I sometimes...
And that's a lot.
Yeah, 500 grams.
That's a lot.
One of the things that I sometimes struggle with bulbs is that when they've flowered, they can look a bit of a mess. and then you know, digging them up can be a bit of a pain. We've also got bulb baskets on our website as well. There's a bulb starter kit, by the way, with the added root growth, the mycorrhizal fungi there, and that is 100087. But we have got, just to make life a little bit easier with your bulbs, with your planting, we have got baskets. And the idea is you plant your bulbs in these underground and they can lift the whole basket up.
So there's 3 of those, by the way. They're just taped together.
Yeah.
I won't undo them, but you can see that's what they look like. So what you will do is place your bulbs in here, however many you're doing, depending on the right spacing. And then you're going to put that into the ground. So if you were going into you'll dig a hole big enough to fit the whole basket into the ground, like so, and then you're going to fill it all in.
Yep.
That's it. And obviously you'll dig it right down to the base, okay? And then when it comes to lifting it, it's very easy to then just lift it out of the ground. So then you can lift all your bulbs, obviously get rid of any excess compost, but then you can lift your bulbs.
Yeah, and that means you can take the bulbs out, they can die back naturally and not look a mess in your garden.
Absolutely, that's right.
Yeah.
So it makes it great for then storing them. If you do lift your bulbs, I've made a mess of that. If you do then lift your bulbs and store them, you know, and overwinter them and all the rest of it, or over some of them, whatever it is you need to do, it makes it much easier for you to do that.
I like the idea of that because, especially if you've got a small garden, my friend Jane's got a fairly small garden, and she says, oh, the bulbs look so messy after they'd flowered. Yeah. But this way you can lift them, let them die back naturally, but without looking a mess in your garden. Yeah. That's a great idea, and you get all 3 of those for just £7.99. Right, just while we're here, if you want to go for our premium professional compost, don't forget we have still got it on offer. You're getting 100 litres to 50 litre bags for only £24.98. We sell thousands of bags of this on a regular basis. It is a commercial graded compost. That's why you don't get lots of marketing spiel on the front. You really don't. You know, you don't get added this, added that. Lots of you have placed your orders, and we can honestly say it's the highest rated product that YouGarden have ever really sold. And we cannot fault it as a premium professional compost. Bexley just points out you've got the slow release fertilizer in there.
Yeah, there's so many really good ingredients in here. Slow release fertilizer being one of them. All these little green balls you'll see throughout the compost, that is your slow release fertilizer. We've got lime in here to balance out the pH. This is what makes this a compost that you'll use for seeds through to trees, is what we say, and then anything in between. Houseplants even do a fantastic job in here really as well. Good. The texture of it is absolutely amazing, and this is what helps our roots, you know, the roots of our plants to grow, to breathe, to spread, to form a really strong root structure. We've got composted wood fibre in here that helps with texture of the soil, of the compost, but it also helps with water distribution and water retention as well. We've got 3 different types of peat in here, black and white peat. That has been reduced over the years to keep up with environmental concerns. Less than 50% of the volume of that is made up of that peat. What else have I missed?
That's it.
That's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Those are the ingredients. It's all done to the same ingredients list. So it's like a recipe, and it's the same recipe every time. So you get consistency with this.
And honestly, when you open up the bag, you'll know everything we said is true. You can. It smells good. It feels good.
Delicious. I want to. I haven't joked about it for a week or so, so I'm going to do it now. I want to make a pillow out of it. It is so soft. You could put your head in this quite happily. It smells delicious.
It honestly is just such a brilliant concept. We'd love you to try. And do you know what? And this is the truth. So I always say we're not the cheapest. And we don't claim to be the cheapest. No. We claim that we believe we're the best, but not the cheapest. But I did go to a big DIY store over the weekend, and not for compost, it was for some other stuff. And their average bag of compost, 50 litre, was £9 a bag, okay, on average. So you'd be talking £18 compared to our price, okay? I'm just being really honest with you. Then you've got to bear in mind, we offer you free delivery. Yes. Yeah, so you're not paying the petrol and you're taking out the time to go there. But also, we will give you your free gift, which is worth £9.99. Yeah,
and it's delivered direct to your door as well. So there's no petrol costs of getting there or travel costs or anything.
No hassle. But we'll also give you nearly £10 worth of free gift. And we do sell these amazing sweet peas for £9.99. And actually, if you are a club member, which I know many of you are, you'd actually get a compost with nearly £2.50 off.
Indeed.
So actually, when it comes to price, we are actually now very competitive.
We are indeed,
But
and particularly when you think about how good this is and how well people have rated it. Even if there's a couple of pounds difference there, you are paying for the quality of this compost, and it is quality compost.
It is. I mean, I believe, and I don't believe, in my opinion and Beck's opinion, we know that it is far better than so many of those composts out there. It's brilliant. And that's what all the plants that are actually grown on our nursery, or things that sometimes obviously repotted and things like that, all done in our premium professional compost. So if you are a brand new customer, we'd love you to try it. Do you know, we are getting also some viewers that watch us on our previous shopping channel are suddenly finding us.
Yay!
So hello, yes we are.
Welcome.
We're working with the same nursery we always worked with, YouGarden, but we're just now broadcasting directly from their potting shed, which we've made even bigger.
Yeah, we've got more space now.
We have. Now, something that I discovered a few years ago, you've known this for years, haven't you?
I have known this one for years. Love this one.
I know this because you know me, I love the common names. I know this as Sweet Box.
Yeah, I first discovered it and I learnt about it as being called Christmas Box. And there is a really good reason for this, okay? Because this is a winter flowering shrub. But not only is it winter flowering, the scents that you get from the flowers on here are just absolutely incredible. If we look inside here, we'll be able to see loads of buds on here ready. Yeah, there's loads in there.
Look at this.
There's buds in there ready to flower for you. And the flowers themselves are quite unusual. They're quite pretty.
But but the fragrance is extraordinary.
The fragrance that you get from this is absolutely incredible.
I think it's fair to say it's intoxicating. It's absolutely gorgeous.
It is a strong scent, and I'm not going to apologise for that. Actually, it is an absolutely beautiful, strong scent, and it's a scent that it's not overpowering at all, but it is strong and it's sweet and it's delicious.
Now, one of the reasons I love this is it actually copes okay in a shady spot as well.
Yeah, it's amazing in a shady spot.
So if you've got that awkward area, maybe you don't want ferns, you know, maybe like, I don't want ferns just because it's shady, I don't want ferns, then the Sarcococca is brilliant in a shady area as well. I will be honest, it's fairly slow growing.
Yeah, it's not a vigorous grower, and that's a benefit a lot of the time, isn't it? Because sometimes we don't want it to fully take over an area. It's only going to reach at full maturity probably about 1 metre, so 3-4 feet in height and spread. So it's lovely to mix into your borders. It's absolutely brilliant as a pot plant. I've just moved one from the border into a pot in actual fact because it was just lost in that border. I wasn't able to smell that. I want to be able to smell that gorgeous scent, so I've moved it closer to the house in order to be able
that's a great idea.
to do that.
Do think about that. Where are you going to benefit from that amazing fragrance? And it will really cheer you up in those darkest of winter months. Somebody bought 7 of these the other day, honestly. So maybe it was maybe for a whole shady bed or border, you know.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, a lot of garden designers. I remember speaking to Adam Woolcott, who's on Sunday show, who's a garden designer, and he's really used these in shady gardens.
Oh, is he? Very good.
He said they look fantastic. Completely evergreen as well, we should point out. Very easy to grow, but it's all about the fragrance, that winter fragrance and winter flowering. 510-579. But we've also got on the show, by the way, all of the hardy plants, that is fully winter hardy, backed by a lifetime guarantee. So if ever you buy a plant from us and we say it's winter hardy and it doesn't thrive, doesn't survive, get in touch and we will replace it for free. All you need to do is pay
the postage.
Yes, that is it. And then we've also got for you a wonderful olive tree.
Yeah, fancy this.
Isn't it weird, right? We think about olive trees as big, you think of, the Mediterranean, you think of them as not being hardy. But they're actually as tough as little boots, aren't they?
Really hardy here. And again, this is a bit like the boxer, so I'm going to put this in the same box as that. It's one of those desirable plants for you to have that looks wonderful outside the front of your house, either side of the doorway, elevating that, giving it curb appeal. But it's a ridiculously easy to grow plant. It is winter hardy as well, down to about -5. Really low maintenance on here as well. Not something you need to really work too hard at. This is obviously grown as the standard, so you're going to want to probably create that lollipop shape from it, so it'll probably just need a little bit of pruning in order to maintain the shape. But it gives you that lovely Mediterranean feel, doesn't it? Mediterranean feel in your home and in your garden.
And it amazes me. So I've got several in my garden, and they actually look great in the winter, which really surprises me.
I don't have an olive tree yet.
Do you not?
No. No, I've always wanted one, but they're normally very expensive.
They are actually.
They are, because they're quite desirable.
Particularly the standards.
Yeah, particually the standards.
And
so
they
this
will
price is
produce olives.
incredible.
I'll be honest, a lot of summers the olives are, it's not quite hot enough for them to ripen fully.
No.
You might be lucky. I know it sounds awful with global warming. Sometimes you might, some summer's been really
Silver
hot.
linings.
Yeah, okay, yeah. But they look great anyway.
They do, yeah. They really, really do. You get lovely little flowers, don't you, in
Yeah.
sort of springtime on there, and then potentially the fruit around October time is when you'll get the fruits if you get some on there.
And fully evergreen.
Fully evergreen.
But
So yeah.
I think they do look nice in pairs. Again, you are paying £4.99 postage, but if you manage to get your basket to over £30, if you're going for a pair of them, you will get free delivery as well. Now, we've still got lots watching us. Good. Is it afternoon now? Yes.
It is.
Good afternoon. Bex and I together with you every Wednesday, every Thursday, 10 till 1 and 2 till 4. And also, we are live on a Sunday, 10 o'clock till 2 o'clock. We're not with you this Sunday. We've got Adam and Hayley looking after our potting shed. We are on QVC with Harkness Roses. So YouGarden working very closely now with QVC, so we will be there this Sunday. Very exciting.
I haven't told my mum yet.
Have you not?
No.
Well, I've told my mum. So my mum loves QVC. So.
Yeah, my mum loves QVC as well.
So we are going to be working with QVC.
I might not tell her, see if she's watching. She'll be like, oh,
looks like
that's
my daughter. Is that her? Right, let's remind you, though, of some of the great items we've seen so far here today on YouGarden. So some lovely bulbs. We did our bulb bonanza for you. These are brand new. They're called Angel's Wish. Oh, my word, they're just stunning. You've got that gorgeous yellow. It's a really pale yellow, surrounded by the crisp white. Really good bulbs. These are one of our biggest tulip bulbs that we've had so far, actually, and they are $11.99 with, of course, postage included. Imagine those tulips in April time, just giving you such joy. And there's something, I was going to say purity about those. I think I love white in the garden. I think it can add such class, and they are really, really a gorgeous, sophisticated breed of tulip there called Angel's Wish. 600398. Then something really unusual. We brought you the Oxalis. And these actually are a winter flowering bulb, candy cane. To me, they look like they should be flowering in like the Mediterranean in the middle of the summer, but no, these are going to flower throughout the winter. Not too high, about 20 centimetres, but they are called candy cane because, well, you can see they look like a candy cane. I was just thinking, if you got those to flower at Christmas, you could even use them as outside Christmas displays and things like that. 630043. I have to say, I think the next Narcissi are absolutely stunning, or the double daffodils. Now, they call tête bouclée, and it's because of the actual way that the flowers form. They are like almost like lots of loops, aren't they? Which you'd find in a bouclée knit. So beautiful daffodils that are extraordinary in terms of their breeding, aren't they? And something really, really different. When it comes to bulbs, I always like to try new varieties every single year, and I think they're just absolutely gorgeous. Known as the Tête Bouclée, 600399. And then if you're looking for value today, maybe you just want a big value pack of bulbs. Well, it does not get better value than this. You're going to get 300 magnificent bulbs. We're looking at the Mascari, the grape hyacinths, as I call them. Then you've got all of the Narcissi as well, different varieties of those in a shorter variety, just around about 20 centimetres. You get 30 of the tulips, absolutely amazing, lots of mixed colours. I think you'd pay $9.99 just for those. Then the Iphiums, now these are one of the first to flower kind of February time. A smaller variety, you get 80 of those. You also get the Alliums. And you've got the Allium Molly here, which is the yellow variety. Absolutely stunning. A little bit later, so these are going to be kind of May flying. You've got the white ones there as well, of course. And have I missed one out? No, that's it, isn't it? Oh, and the crocus, yes. The crocus bulbs as well. You're going to get 15 of the crocus bulbs as well. They work out less than 4 pence a bulb. They're 630050. Now, I am a big fan of alliums. It was our head gardener, Peter McDermott, that really got me into alliums. And he said, Sean, once you grow alliums, you'll want to grow them every single year. And he was so right. Now, in this collection, you've got several different types of alliums. So you're going to get different shapes, different sizes, different colours. You're going to get purples and whites and yellows. But they will give you the most sensational displays round about May time. A lot of garden designers use alliums because of their structure. And do you know what? I mean, some of them grow really, really tall in this collection. The biggest ones will be about 1 metre tall, but they never need staking, so the actual stems are really sturdy. So you just get a really architecturally divine display. You really do. Absolutely stunning. 100 bulbs for $14.99, 630 126. Now, really popular on today's show, we've got our geraniums. I'm a big fan of perennial geraniums. And to be honest, I've only really started growing them in the last few years. But they're such hard workers. I've always loved my bedding plants, my geraniums that are bedding plants, but these will come back year after year. They are herbaceous, so they will die down during the winter. Don't worry, when they disappear, they will come back year after year, bigger and stronger. And these gently spread, they fill in gaps in beds and borders. They pretty much flower all summer long. Sunny or semi-shade, partial sun, they will do absolutely magnificently. And we've got a really special deal on today's show. It's buy one and then get two absolutely free. 560 635 at just £9.99. Now, I'm delighted to have back today on YouGarden TV. Not seen this in a couple of years, and it is the Himalayan blue poppy. Now, an extraordinary poppy, quite a rare poppy to see. You know, it's not one of the most common ones by any stretch of the imagination. It naturally thrives in a woodland type environment, so it doesn't mind shade. It will survive the winter, you know, so it's absolutely fine during the cold winter months. But what it will produce, up to about 60 centimetres, these most amazing blue poppies. There are very few flowers in the garden that are that shade of blue. You know, I'm racking my brains right now. It really does stand out, that one. Absolutely amazing. And you get 3 today for $12.97. So really good time to plant them as well. Now we're heading, you know, into late October. Let those settle. So they will die down. Don't panic. They'll disappear during the winter months, but they will come back and look absolutely magnificent. 560 491. And also some brand new winter bedding for you. And it's our violas. Now, these are the pumpkin variety, and the colour on these is extraordinary. So sometimes planting en masse really works. You're going to get 12 of these and then another 12 absolutely free. And they are this, well, the description's perfect. They are a pumpkin orange. And they will just brighten up, I think you'll agree, the dullest of winter days. Again, they are fully winter hardy. They're great for pots, they're great for hanging baskets, they're great for beds, they're great for borders. And with them being violas, smaller flowers, but masses of them. So yes, really popular today, 401 507. But it is lovely to be with you today. Quick reminder of the deals we've got, because every show we have special deals.
We do. Hang on, I'll be back.
So, first of all, free postage on all orders over £30. Don't forget, if you've not managed to get your orders to £30 from items in the show, you can also add items from our website. Anything on there, put it in your basket, and you'll get free delivery if you spend over £30. But there is a special code that you need to use, the magic code.
The magic code, indeed. Yes, it's YGTV43. You do need to enter that in to unlock a bunch of the deals. Like we've got buy one, get two free. So we've got double up deals. We've got buy one, get one free. If you don't enter the code YGTV43, you will not access those.
No, you miss out.
And you will also miss out on your free gift.
Which is our pack of 50, approximately 50. You may get more, you may get 53, you may get 49, but on average you get 50. And this is Peter, our head gardener. Now he selected this as the free gift because he loves sweet peas and we love sweet peas, but it's all about the fragrance. These are highly scented.
Very, very
Really
highly
lovely.
scented ones, yeah, absolutely. And you get nice, strong, long stems on these as well. So these are great to use as cut flowers. And in actual fact, it is brilliant to use them as cut flowers and bring them that gorgeous scent indoors, because all that will do is encourage more of those flowers to come through. Like, you can get hundreds of flowers per plant with this, like, and it will just keep going. Don't they flower from like May through to September or something or other?
Do you know,
like, you get a decent flowering season on
as
them.
long as you keep picking the flowers, don't allow seed pods to form, okay? You don't want this. The moment that starts happening, the plant will kind of go, I've done my work and I'm just going to concentrate on making seeds. But just keep taking off the dead flowers, keep picking them, and just get more and more and more. And what you really want to do, and all the instructions on there, but when you're growing these from seed, when they get to a certain height, you do want to pinch them off the top, and that'll allow them to spread out. Then you get more stems and more flowers. So all the instructions are on the back there. But yeah, you really will have the most amazing display all summer long.
I'm going to do it.
Yes.
I've not grown them. My mum grows them every year. She absolutely adores them. I've never done it, so I am going to have a packet of those, and I'm going to grow them.
Yeah. Well, you'll get a packet with every order. So do bear that in mind, and I think you'll love those. You really will. Right, we're also going to go back to some of your favourites today. What a really busy show, actually. So thank you so much.
Been really good, yeah.
Yes.
There's loads to do in your garden at this time of year. You know, we're very keen on. I mean, I just love being out in the garden. I like getting away from the kids. It's my little... I do love my kids, bless them. But, you know, sometimes you just need some space, don't you? You need a little bit of alone time, and that is where I go. I go to my garden for that.
And I know lots of you regulars, you love being in your gardens. A lot of you have messaged us and sent pictures as well. Right, we're going to go back to the best performing pansy that we've got.
Do it.
Pansy Cool Wave, buy 10 and get 10 absolutely free today. Now, this is a trailing pansy, so it gently trails and cascades. It will flower for up to 9 months of the year. We don't know any other flower that is so prolific. I mean, it really does just keep going and going. And you will get hundreds, if not thousands, of flowers over the winter months. And when you look at our plants, Bex, look at the root system.
I know.
Really strong.
This is excellent, okay? So this is a really good root system here. This means that it's garden ready. You know, the colour of them is amazing. It's not root bound or pot bound.
No,
it's not overdone here. This is absolutely perfect and ready for you to plant out. They are garden ready plants, so you can plant these out with absolute confidence that you are going to get some of the most beautiful displays. I'll just get that back in there. Beautiful displays that are going to flower for you all the way through those winter months. As Sean said, up to 9 months of colour you get from these. Get them in your garden now, get them in your hanging baskets, in your pots. You can even plant them as ground cover, even though they're trailers. They will just then, you know, cover the ground for you. Get these planted out now and they'll flower right the way through those miserable months, all the way through till about May.
And I've grown these for about 3 years now. And when I first saw that picture, I was like, oh, really? Am I going to be like that? But honestly, they are. And we've had customer images saying exactly the same. They get to a point where you barely see the leaves. Just a mass of gorgeous, gorgeous flowers. Now, they are edible. The actual flowers are edible. I mean, I'm not being funny. Most people don't munch away on them. But often when you watch the, you know, like MasterChef and programs like that, you'll often see when the food's presented beautifully, then a few pansies will be kind of dotted over the plate.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
They do taste quite nice. They're a bit peppery.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
If you're on a diet, one of those a day. Jokes, you will need a lot more than that.
You need a lot more than that.
I'm pretty sure one of those would be very, very, very low in calories and it would not fill you up. But they are beautiful series. Winter bedding, they are absolutely superb. And it's buy 10, get 10 absolutely free. If you haven't got them already, I would do it today. I would really get these planted in the next couple of weeks.
Yes.
You know, yes, you could plant them in December. But if you plant them now, they've got a far better chance of growing more while it's still relatively warm and while we're still getting a reasonable amount of daylight. I'm not being funny, but when you get to December and the days are very short, they're not going to grow an awful lot during December. Of course,
they'll still be there, and they'll still give you colour and things,
course.
but they just won't multiply as well as if you're planting them now.
From my own experience, they tend to grow they'll grow really well now. They'll slow down a bit in the darkest months, but as Beck says, they'll flower. But then as we head towards spring, they start to go bananas. So right, we've also got a few little extras, and this is our best-selling food. That is a really good price today, actually.
It's an amazing price, particularly considering you're getting 500 grams of this, which is going to last you a while for sure. Certainly, this will take you through to springtime next year when you're seriously feeding your plants.
Now, 500 litres, that's what it will make. Your average watering can is about 4 to 5 litres. 4
or 5 litres, yeah.
So that's at least 100, if not 125 watering cans.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you're, from sort of springtime, you should be feeding your plants once a week.
Yeah.
And then May to September, you're probably doing twice a week whilst you're watering. Over the winter, we're not feeding as often. You might feed once, maybe, over the winter months, because they just don't need that much food over the winter. A lot of our plants go into, dormancy. But this is going to last you a very long time. It's high in nitrogen, high in phosphorus, gives you healthy leaves and strong shoots. It's got vital trace elements in there, and plant-stimulating humic acid for healthy plants in every type of soil and compost. It is fast-acting and long-lasting. It really is. When you look at someone's garden, you go, how have they got such good big flowers and, healthy plants? And it's because they're feeding their plants. It's not because they're just watering. They are feeding their plants as well.
And it amazes me how many people don't feed the plants, don't bother, or don't bother often enough. Do you know, you can buy as well, and it's really clever marketing, but you can buy ready-made 1 litre bottles of plant food. And what you're actually paying for is water. Obviously, you've got the nutrients in there, but it's been already
a lot of water.
Yeah, it's been ready mixed for you. You're paying for the plastic container that it's in. You're paying for all the transportation cost from the manufacturer to the supermarket or the garden centre. So actually, you can buy one. I know there's a very famous plant food, and for 1 litre, you could be paying about $5.99, $6.99. That will make 100 litres, and it's $9.99.
So if you've got a water butt, depending on the size of your water butt, I don't have a water butt yet. It's one of the next things I need to get in. But yeah, you can get 80-gallon, 90-gallon water butts. This makes approximately 100 gallons. So you could pour all of that into a full water butt, and then all you have to do is just water your garden.
So that is on offer. That is the best price. It has. I'm just going to check. It should have a good. I'm not being funny, but
it should have a decent shelf life.
Yeah.
Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, but I'm not being funny. Don't feel you need to use it in the next few months. It'll be fine.
Oh no, that'll be fine. That'll take you through to next year.
Yeah,
that'll take you through to the spring and into the summer months.
Yeah.
No problem. Obviously, depending on how much you need to feed.
Yeah. And that is 100,062. So you might actually, some of your plants right now might need just a final feed before winter as well.
Yeah.
And then, do you know what? As I mentioned, I run a garden club, and do you know, mycorrhizal fungi has had such great reviews from a lot of the speakers there.
Yeah, well, do you know what? It is a natural and plant-friendly, fungi that's suitable for use on a whole bunch of things that you're planting out. So, bare roots, roses, for example, plants, trees, shrubs, edibles, all those sorts of things. This is particularly valuable, I think, when you're planting things into pots.
Yes.
Because obviously you need a natural ecosystem going on in whatever it is you're planting out. And we've got that natural ecosystem in the ground. It sometimes needs a helping hand, which is where your mycorrhizal fungi root grower is going to come in, but particularly if you're planting into pots, because you need, those pots need help to maintain that little ecosystem, and that is what this is going to give you.
God, well, it has great feedback.
Excellent feedback.
Again, we're just trying to get you, you get free postage on everything if you get your order to £30. So don't just think about the plants we've got. Think about some of the feeds, some of the specialist items, some of the pots. We've got everything here with YouGarden. By the way, you can still message us if you want to say hello. So what's it? Elaine,
she's bought the Primrose Benelli mix.
Great choice,
well
Elaine.
Well done, Elaine. Very, very good.
And you'll get your free sweet peas, Elaine. And they're only $5.99 today, 410011. But Bex and I, we've bought a lot of primroses recently.
Yeah, we have.
They're
all still in the. I haven't done any gardening. They're on my table. My outside table. It is full.
Yes.
So I've got a 6-seater outside table.
Well,
and that is pretty much full of stuff, jobs that I need to get done.
The kids are back at school next week. You'll get a lot done.
Oh, can't wait.
But thank you. Thank you, Elaine. We love you tuning in.
Thank you, Elaine.
Yes.
She's our regular.
We need to give her a badge as #1 fan.
I know, right?
We've got a few regulars, haven't we? Though?
Yes.
Yeah. So we appreciate.
There's a handful.
But we appreciate everybody.
We do.
We really do. New viewers, regular viewers. We love the fact that you found us here, and so we've got massive plans with YouGarden for 2024. And don't forget, we are also working with QVC now, and Bex and I are going to be on QVC this Sunday from 10 till 12. So we'd love you to tune in. This show will still be here. We've got Adam and Hayley, but if you think you can't watch both, you can stream obviously this show anytime on YouTube and on our website as well.
Yep.
So because we'd like you to watch both, ideally, wouldn't we?
Absolutely.
Yes. So
we're going to go to Geranium Tiny Monster, I think, next.
It's been popular.
It's been very popular.
Yes.
And I can see why, because it is an absolutely beautiful colour that you're getting from this. Tiny Monster, what a great name. I like that name. It's a good name.
Yeah, it is a good name. Right, the price is great on these. You buy one,
get two.
And you get two absolutely free. Now, I've got Geranium Roseanne. I think this would complement that one really well, don't you?
I do, actually, because your Geranium Roseanne is a lovely kind of royal blue colour. And this one's a much more kind of magenta-y, purpley colour going on here. It's got lightly ruffled flowers on here. It's a really long flowering. Geraniums they just keep going, don't they? They don't seem to know when to stop. May all the way through to September. My Roseanne is still flowering so you'll probably get it into October as well. They're so easy to grow, and pretty much you don't do anything to them.
And I love the fact that they do offer great ground cover, because they do sort of spread sideways as well as upwards. And as Bex has just said, they're so low maintenance, sunny spot or semi-shade, but they just deliver, and they're not difficult. They're not they're not one of those plants that really can be a bit of a challenge. No, they just tend to just get on with it, don't they?
And wildlife really like them.
They do.
The bees are buzzing around those all through the summer months. They were having a lovely time on these. They're just, as Sean said, an easy plant to grow. Beautiful as well, giving you long-lasting flowering displays in there. And the ground cover aspect, If there is a gap, a weed will grow. You might as well fill that gap with something pretty.
That's what I've learned in my garden. Say it's a new garden, and it was full of empty borders, full of weeds. So anything I can get to cover those gaps is brilliant.
Yeah, sure.
You're going to get. They often say, a lot of garden designers say, plant in threes. You're going to get 3 of those today. So it's buy 1, get 2, absolutely free, just £9.99. And don't forget, you will get your free sweet peas, which are also worth £9.99 with every single order today.
You have to put that code in, though, if you want to get the 2 free of the Tiny Monsters, and you want to get your free sweet pea seeds.
That's my reminder for that code.
YGTB43. Put that code in and you will get the 2 free Tiny Monsters, and you will get the pack of seeds.
Yeah, and remember, they are super scented.
Scented.
Yeah, an amazing variety. Now, we've also got our viola pumpkins.
Yes.
Which are, I think with all gardening, sometimes it's nice to try different things, And maybe you're just going to go for these and just do a whole hanging basket or several pots just full of this one variety of viola, because it would look very striking.
I think it would look really striking. Yeah, it's a gorgeous kind of pumpkin orange colour that you're getting from these, and you're getting 12 free plug plants. You're getting 24 plug plants in total. These are going to reach about 15 centimetres in height and 30 centimetres spread. So really good space you're going to fill with these. Wonderful, as you said, planted en masse or all at the front of the border, all in a row down the front of the border, just that mass of orange going along there. They are going to be really, really pretty, and they're going to flower in these winter months. This is why we love violas. This is why we love pansies. This is why we love the primulas and the primroses, because they're giving us that much needed winter colour that we are lacking, obviously, because not everything will flower in those times. This one absolutely will, flowering freely, deadhead it occasionally, just like you would with your pansies, and it will keep giving you these wonderful displays.
I really like that. those.
Yeah, I do.
Really like those. And
all delivered in these, by the way. I don't know if we talked about the little greenhouses. So the greenhouses are absolutely brilliant, aren't they?
They are, and it just gives them the best protection during transportation. All of our packaging, by the way, is 100% recyclable. That's really important. You know, YouGarden as a nursery, they try to be as environmentally friendly as possible. So they've built a huge reservoir that saves us millions of litres of watering a year. They've got electric vehicles now for all the lifting, but also all of our packaging is 100% recyclable. Now, I had a very happy cat last week.
This is the plant as well, actually.
Yeah.
I can tell.
So I've got a cat called Teddy who is adorable. He's really adorable.
Who's this one?
He's more like he's what I call a dog cat. He's like quite dog-like. He's very quite needy and loves cuddles and things like that. But I actually last week took one of these home to see. Yeah, the small one. To see how he got on with it. And he absolutely went wild with this. Because it's a natural catnip, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a catnip, catmint is what it's also called. It is absolutely beautiful. But yes, they adore the smell. It's called a catnip because it's kind of a natural catnip to them.
Now, apparently, we've actually got the clip of film of Teddy.
Oh, good, because he's so cute.
There he is.
Look at him.
There he is. And honestly, he just would not leave it alone. Well, look,
I love it.
That's why one of them's a bit small. Because look, yeah. So he just honestly went absolutely crazy for it. And I think, honestly, it was just such fun to see him. Now, if you had these outdoors, and obviously you're an outdoor perennial,
yes,
the cats would probably naturally want to roll in them and things, wouldn't they?
Yeah, so I was reading about this. Now, what people sometimes do with this is they'll put little stakes into the ground to stop cats kind of rolling in it and completely destroying the plant. So that's something that you can do if you are worried about that. I think if you've got cats, give them a little treat, let them have one of them. But yeah, they will be naturally attracted to it. Please don't worry if you don't have a cat. This is not just for people with cats at all. You can happily plant these into your garden and they are beautiful plants in their own right. You get these lovely kind of floral spikes coming out the top of here. It reminds me a little bit of lavender.
Yeah.
You know, they're kind of lavender-like in
they're quite cottage garden-y, aren't they?
Very cottage garden, absolutely. And they're long-flowering, long-lasting perennial. June, July, August, September, October, that's when you will have those gorgeous flowers on there. Low maintenance plant, not something you need to really spend too much time on. After flowering, you're probably going to come and give them a haircut with some shears, cut those flower spikes off and leave them alone until next year. They will thrive in full sun, coping in part shade but thriving in full sun. They do have the Royal Horticultural Society Award of Garden Merit as well, so these are proven performers. Winter hardy, so you've got that guarantee from YouGarden as well, and they're a good vigorous grower.
Yeah.
Buy one, get two free, make sure you enter the code.
And you don't have to have a cat called Teddy to enjoy those.
You do not enter at all.
You really
Although
don't.
Teddy is beautiful. Love a ginger Tom.
He's getting a bit overweight actually, he's really greedy.
Stop feeding him then. Stop giving him, no, don't stop feeding him, still feed him.
Yeah, but he's...
Do you give him loads of treats?
No, he's just greedy for
Good.
cat food.
Is
It's
he?
really, yeah, like really greedy. My last cat was not like that at all. We're just like, you know, have a little bit and then but this
Waft his tail at you and walk away.
This is like just gone in a second. Mind you, ginger toms are quite big, aren't they?
They are quite big.
Yeah. I love dogs as well. You've got a dog in here.
I've got a beautiful little boy.
Yeah, he's lovely.
Beautiful little boy.
Yeah.
Love him.
Anyway, lovely to have your company.
Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon now. We are back. If you're just catching the end of the show, we are back this afternoon from 2 till 4.
Yep.
So we'd love you to join us. We've got a few surprises for this afternoon as well, haven't we?
Yes, absolutely. And then we're back tomorrow, same times, 10 till 1 and 2 till 4 as well.
Yes, and then the Sunday show, it's going to be Hayley and Adam this Sunday, 10 till 2. But you can also join us on QVC with the most incredible Harkness roses. Amazing breeding, multi-award winner. I think, is it 25 awards at Chelsea?
I think it was over 25 awards at Chelsea. They won the Silver Gilt Award this year at Chelsea. They launched some new roses. I think it was 5 roses were launched at Chelsea this year, one of which I know we're taking with us this weekend.
So they've got over 140 years experience. They are amazing.
Yeah, really good.
So so try and join us on QVC this Sunday morning between 10 and 12. We're not on for the whole 2 hours. We're just popping up halfway. We've got little sections throughout the show. But really looking forward to that as well. And big plans for YouGarden over the next 12 months as well.
Yeah.
So loads of plans. And you got here at the beginning, which is great. Right, Coreopsis is next. Buy one, get two absolutely free.
Yeah.
And this is the Coreopsis Moonbeam. An absolute winner as a perennial, isn't it?
Total winning perennial. Adore this one. It was very popular last week. We brought it back for that reason. And look at those pastel yellow flowers that you're getting on there. This, if you watch regularly, you'll have heard me talking about Gora and the Siskiyou Pink and how much I adore that one in my top 10 of all the plants we've ever brought you. I'm going to put Coreopsis in there as well now because I think the two things work really nicely together. They're quite similar, but I think that contrast with the yellow and the pink, if you plant those together, they will look absolutely beautiful. June, July, August, September is when you will have those flowers, and they kind of float above that fuzzy, fine filigree, not filigree, but fine foliage that you've got underneath it. It's like a fuzzy green cloud with those lovely yellow flowers dancing up above it.
They're so pretty, aren't they?
Really, really pretty. It's very low maintenance, drought tolerant as well. It's kind of it's a bit of a prairie plant, so really, really rugged, naturally hardy, easy to look after. And the Royal Horticultural Society have given it their badge of perfect for pollinators as well. You definitely want a full sun position for this one.
I think they look absolutely divine. And earlier we had the Verbena bonariensis on the show. I think that they would complement very well with it at the border.
Right, yeah.
Because they're a little bit, the Coreopsis is a little bit shorter.
It is, about 40 to 50 centimetres.
And then the Verbena would go at the back,
Yeah.
and that could be about a metre plus. So those two would...
They would look really, really nicely together, actually, yes. And remember that this is a buy one, get two free, so you do need to enter that code in.
Now, if you like the Verbena to go with it, and you're thinking purple and yellow, the Verbena, if you go for the buy one, get two free, it would cost you $9.97. So just by now, if you buy one, get two free, then you would pay $9.97. It has been selling really well, so it's $9.97 for three of those.
Yes.
But you do need to put in your off code YGTV43. But yes, it would be $9.97 for three. But those two would work really well together, in my opinion.
They would look amazing.
Opinion, yes.
That yellow and that purple. Mwah. Nice.
God, right. Final item on this particular table.
Oh, yeah.
And it is, we said it's a great time of year to plant your perennials, get them settling in for the winter. Great time to plant your winter bedding, your bulbs. But also, it is the perfect time for bare root planting.
Absolutely, it's bare root season. There is a small window of opportunity to plant your bare roots, and this is it. And this is your geranium and potentilla festival mix. You can see why it's called festival, can't you?
Yes,
because
it's
look
a
at those
party.
colours. Oh my word, that is a proper party. That's a festival of colour that you're getting here. Please don't mistake these for those bedding plants, the tender bedding plants. These are not. They are your winter hardy perennials that are going to give you year after year of glorious colour here.
Now, when you get them home, we'll just be really honest, bare roots do not look particularly exciting.
Yeah, they look weird.
They don't. They look like twigs and roots, But we promise you, plant them now and just leave them over winter, let them get settled, and next year you will have displays just like this.
Yeah, and they get bigger and better as well. They multiply, they naturalise, they form clumps that you can then divide.
So turn away if you don't like aliens, okay? Because that's what they look like.
It does look a bit like an alien, doesn't
does.
it? That's your bare root, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to plant this into the ground just below the surface. So sort of where it joins, where the roots join here. I was thinking this is two, but it's not, is it?
No, it's just a big one, isn't it?
It's just a big one. So just where the join is, that needs to be just below the surface of the soil, basically. So it's got long roots. You're going to need to dig a relatively deep hole to fit those roots in, and then you're going to plant that just below the soil surface, and that's it. Water it in, leave it there.
And we should say all the instructions are on the front, so if you forget what Bex has just told you, your planting depth, your planting spacing is all on the actual packaging. It's so, but the benefit of planting bare roots, obviously it's saves you a lot of money. If you buy these as fully grown plants in big pots, you'd be paying probably that kind of price for one, actually, $14.99. Also, I think it's a lot easier to plant a bare root than an established plant.
Yeah.
You know, you're not having to dig as big a hole and do as much work. But there's also a real sense of enjoyment as well, isn't there?
Yeah, I think watching something grow from the beginning stages is really, really interesting. It's incredible value for money to buy and plant bare roots. You get to go on that entire journey with it. And also, you tend to get healthier, better plants as well, because you haven't got any kind of transplantation shock or anything like that goes on with them. They will multiply. They will get bigger and better for you every single year as well. So this is, this is something that's going to give you many years of joy here. And
I would plant those all together en masse. I think the
would.
geraniums and Potentilla Festival mix there. Together, those two plants are absolutely amazing. You get 3 of each in there, all coming to you as a bare root. 580039. Just a few little items we want to squeeze in. We have got an absolutely amazing deal on our Wisteria Amethyst Falls. Buy one for $24.99, spend an extra $5, and you get 2 for $29.98. Now, admittedly, you have got $6.99 postage because these are big, well-established wisterias. But remember, if you just get your basket to over £30, we would take off that $6.99 postage. You know, even if you were clever and went on our website and found a packet of seeds for a couple of pounds, add it to your order, and you'll save $6.99 postage. Now, I've never grown this particular wisteria. You have, haven't you?
I have, yeah. So I planted it just earlier this year. I planted it into a tower pot. Christian, if you're looking in the folder, there is a picture of a tower pot with a wisteria inside it. Just talking to our director, he might be able to bring that up for us. I planted it about, I think it was May or June time, so I didn't get any flowers this year, but I am going to get the most beautiful flowering display next year, because with this variety, you will reliably get flowers in the first year. With a lot of wisteria out there, with the majority out there, you have to wait 4 or 5 years before you will get flowers. This one will flower for you in its first year. I mean, that's why it's important to get this in the ground now or in a pot now, because then you will hopefully get some good flower displays next year. And it just keeps getting better, the wisteria, honestly, as it grows and gets bigger.
But it is a more compact variety.
Yeah, no, it is. So it's a wonderful variety from America that is well suited to being grown here, but it does stay more compact, certainly within its first few years at least anyway. They respond quite well to pruning and trimming back, so if you want it to stay smaller, you absolutely can. Most people are buying wisteria because it is a vigorous, grower, and sometimes we do want a vigorous climbing growth, and that is what you can ultimately get with wisteria, but it will stay nice and compact initially. Right. I've got it planted into my tower pot at home, and it looks absolutely beautiful.
But the great thing is, it will flower next year. You will not have 3 years. And there's Bex. So that's in a year.
So, less than a year. Yeah. I planted it about, I think it was end of May time. And it was this size, the size that you're looking at in the studio. Planted it into the tower pot, left it out, fed it, watered it, put it in a sunny position. And that's where it got to. And that picture was only taken about 5 weeks ago.
Wow.
It's looking amazing.
And now, often with this variety as well, you may get a second flourish in
September,
autumn time.
October.
Yeah.
Yeah, my other wisteria, which is not the Amethyst Falls, because I've got 2, the other ones are much older, and I always get a second flush of flowers from that one every year. Not as big, but I do get a second flush.
I think that's such great value today, don't you?
This is great. So if you want to cover an area quickly, definitely go for the double up deal.
I'm just thinking, if you've maybe got an arch or something like that, one on either side.
Or a pergola, one on either side. Or a fence that you're trying to cover. Yeah. Put one on each side and it'll grow to meet in the middle. It'll cover it very quickly, because wisteria can be, as you saw it, the foliage will grow quite quick on there.
If you only want one, I'd still buy the second one and give it to a member of your family, your circle of friends as well. So one for $24.99. For an extra $5, you get 2. Try and get your basket to over £30. And you will get free postage and packaging today as well.
It is really a good time to plant out your perennials, honestly.
And your shrubs.
It genuinely is a good time right now to plant them out. We say there's two really good times of the year, which is now and also in spring. But we think that, and a lot of experts will tell you, that now is probably a really good time, maybe even better than spring, because we're guaranteed of what the weather's doing now. You have no idea what it's going to be doing in spring.
and you've got a head start. You know, you've got all winter for those to settle and say get their root systems going. 550238, and then finally we have got for you something that gathered a lot of interest actually on last week's show, and it's our cranberry. So 9 weeks till Christmas. Now you're not going to get cranberries this year.
No.
But you should get them for next Christmas, shouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you should get crops next year. So another good reason to get this planted out now so that it can establish for you. But this is brilliant. Grow your own cranberries. Make your own cranberry sauce for the Christmas table. How exciting
I like
is
the
that?
idea of that.
They're tough and they're rugged little berries, these. Now, it is a bit of a trailing plant, so it is best grown in taller pots or in hanging baskets. It's not going to trail massively. We're only talking maybe, foot to 2 feet.
But it would be better with some height.
It would definitely be better in a pot with some height, even better off the ground. So, if you have got a dog, it's not going to come and pee up it or anything, like mine would.
But I like the idea of even growing this in a hanging basket.
I think it's great because it is an evergreen as well. So it will always have the foliage. It will always look interesting. And also it is an acid-loving one. So it's going to want the ericaceous compost. Have a little look. We do have that on the show.
Yes, it is on the show.
So you can actually get a bag of your ericaceous compost to plant these into.
And it is a buy one get one free, today.
Put that code in, YGTV43, otherwise you won't get the free one.
Well, we are, oh my word, we are nearly out of time.
I know.
We are back at 2 o'clock with some more great deals, some new plants, some new bulbs as well. Let's just quickly, in the last few minutes, remind you though of some of your favourites. And as Bex has just said, free Pimpy on all orders over £30. All say orders over £30 will get free postage, and you will get free sweet peas, super scented, when you add the code, which is YGTV43 today. But you've loved the geranium tiny monsters. Now this is a buy one get two absolutely free. These will come back year after year after year, and they will give you just colour without really any effort whatsoever. They just keep going all summer long. They tend to spread, and they're great for filling in gaps in beds and borders. But that colour, if you've already got, I've got the geranium Rosanna, I think that tiny monster would really complement that beautifully. 560635. Then we brought you the wonderful violas, and these are the pumpkin varieties, and that I think you can see why, because they are like the perfect pumpkin colour, bright, vibrant, absolutely adorable. And on today's show, these are brand new. It's buy 12 and get 12 plants absolutely free at just £14.99. 401507. Now you've still loved our Pansy-Cure Wave. The violas are lovely, smaller flowers, bright orange, pumpkin coloured, but the Pansy-Cure Wave, these are, remember, the slight trailers. When I say slight trailers, they trail about 30 centimetres, so great in hanging baskets, beds, borders. You could put them in there, and they just obviously like fill in the gaps, but I think they look particularly good in pots and hanging baskets. They'll flower up to 9 months of the year, so prolific flowers. They are slightly smaller than a regular pansy, but a lot bigger than a viola, and they flower so much they get to a point where you can barely see the leaves. Incredible breeding in those. $14.99 with your postage included. 409.67. And then I love Amaryllis. This is a fantastic indoor flowering bulb. Now, the Amaryllis that you're going to get today is a large bulb, so you may well get more than one stem. You're likely, I would say, to get 2 stems on that because of the size and maturity of the bulb. Each stem can produce 3, 4, 5. I've had even 6 flowers, but you should get, anything from...
Stop boasting, you.
I have. But it's a big bulb, so you're more likely to get more stems and more flowers on that one.
It's right.
Yeah, but they are dramatic. They will flower during the winter. If you plant it now, it could even be flying for Christmas time, but certainly in the new year. 63121, $11.99 with postage included. That does come with the pot and all the compost you need as well, by the way. What was next? Oh, Echinacea, one of Bex's favourites.
I love it.
Well, I'm with you on this one, yeah.
I have fallen in love with Echinacea. They're just so pretty, long flowering, long lasting. The flowers themselves, you know, it's not that you get waves of flowers and that's why it's long lasting. I mean, each individual flower lasts for such a long time, and they're, you know, wildlife absolutely adore them. I love the drooping petals that really make that cone stand out, also known as the coneflower. Totally, totally hardy, and the wildlife adore them. And they come in such a range of colour, but that orange is stunning.
Right, now we are nearly out of time.
Oh, no.
You can still place your order after that. Don't forget, free postage if you get your order to over £30, and the gorgeous, sensational sweet peas, which are free with every order today, and they are this super scented mix. Super
scented mix, and you're getting 50 of those included, worth $9.99.
Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely free with purchase as long as you enter the code YGTV43.
Yeah, so you can buy them, but you get them free with every single order. As Beck said, just put in that code YGTV43.
Yeah, and they will automatically appear in your basket. You don't need to add them in.
And if you come back this afternoon and place a second order, you'll get another packet of sweet peas. We are nearly out of time. We're going to leave it here. One of the favourites today has been the geranium tiny monster. I'm really pleased about that. It's an amazing deal. It's buy one, get another two absolutely free.
Yeah. Geranium is such a great plant to have in your garden, and this particular variety is beautiful. The colour is gorgeous, plus you get those sort of lightly ruffled flowers on there. Long flowering season, easy to grow, doesn't mind a little bit of shade as well. Excellent ground cover. Remember, if there's a space, a weed will fill it. So fill it with something else, fill it with something beautiful, fill it with something easy to look after.
Well, we are out of time.
As always, we're always out of time.
We may even be over time, so I'm sorry. But we will be back in an hour's time with more brilliant plants and brand new deals on YouGarden. So for myself, Sean Ryan.
And me, Bex Edwards.
You've forgotten your name there, Bex. Thank you, you lovely viewers, you lovely gardeners. We will see all of you friends in an hour's time.